Diving in where the world collides. Culture's calling, it's a crazy ride. Music's pumping, food's on the plate. We're vibing here, let's celebrate. Echo and Essence, we keep it real. Talking about the way we feel. Essence, Essence. From the beats to the love we share. Everything in between we care. Essence, Essence. Yeah. Uncle Freezy, vibing all night and all day. Coach Malpica, always something to say. Our main man in the cut, he is Soul Finger. DSJ always showing up as the soulful singer. Ron, Bully, and Corey always being so thorough. Don't forget from that ain't rap, try borrow. It's not just water. Echo and Essence, we keep it real. Talking about the way we feel. Essence, Essence. From the beats to the love we share. Everything in between we care. Essence, Essence. It's not just talk, it's how we groove. Life's a rhythm, we all move. Spin the wheel, what's next to see? Culture flowing endlessly. Echo and Essence, we keep it real. Talking about the way we feel. Essence, Essence. From the beats to the love we share. Everything in between we care. Essence, Essence.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's number one Chief Rock. Uncle Freezy is in the building. Welcome to Echo and Essence. I have a show tonight. Got talk. We're gonna talk a lot of stuff, man. Some music, style, fashion, real life situations, man. I got my crew with me. Coach is in the building. Tribe Burrow is in the building. Got my brother here, like my blood brother is in the building. Everybody gonna join the conversation tonight. So this is gonna be super, super, super dope. Just want to say thank you to everybody on X that was actually waiting for us to hit the button. Y'all was in the building waiting for us to come from backstage, man. Salute to y'all. Salute to everybody on YouTube. Let me bring the guys up real quick. Coach, what's good? Teddy, what's happening, man?
Hey, man, it's good.
Salute, salute.
Yeah, so let me do this, Coach. This right here is you know what I'm saying? We're not really brothers like that, right? But we brothers like that for sure, right? My brother Teddy, right?
Don't we look alike?
Just alike, bro.
For sure.
Just alike, bro. I'm half Greek, half Nigerian.
And that's a good combination, I hear.
Yeah, like Giannis. I'm like
Right.
Giannis, Greek and Nigerian at the same time. Yo, Try is in the building. Salute, my guy.
Salute.
Yo, what's happening, dog?
What's good?
Hey, nothing, man. Hey, so everybody, man, I know the conversation is gonna be it's gonna be dope and deep at the same time, man. So I have, you know what? When it comes to music, I think I might have the three most knowledgeable music people. Well, Soul Finger too, right? But Soul Finger, but I have three of the most knowledgeable people that I know when it comes to music, man. So I'm just gonna ask y'all just to sit back, kick it, and enjoy the ride.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Try.
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking to Coach earlier about rock, right, and how like there are different levels.
Not the one you smoke, by the way.
No, not that. We don't do that no more, bro. You know, they be calling me. They just keep calling me, bro. but we talking about rock, like, and I have this thing, and I can't help it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I have this thing. It's almost like how my dislike of the Osley Brothers at that level, right?
Right.
I have this thing, right? and Teddy can speak to it because we spoke about this probably so it's 2025. So he and I probably spoke about this in like 2000, 2001 about how I feel like the Beatles are great. I don't know if they're the GOATs, but when we had that conversation with me and Coach earlier, we talked about different levels of rock.
Right.
And so what I wanted to talk to you guys about is the feelings that you get when you listen to like certain songs and the places that it takes you. And are you really do you make a conscious effort to listen to that song so it can take you back to that place? Or do you just have the radio open to listen to whatever, and then when your random song comes on, it sets you adrift, like memory bliss, I guess.
Right.
Like, like a song takes you back to a certain thing. Or do you get motivated, like you're changing your clothes, getting ready to go into the gym and work out, you see the treadmill over there, and you put on some Lose Yourself by Eminem to kind of get in that mindset? Which are you?
I'm more of, when I throw in an album or a song, it takes me back to my childhood. And growing up in the 80s and 90s and hearing different artists, whether it was Michael Jackson or Cyndi Lauper, New Edition, and it takes me back to my childhood. And when my mom would be making a lunch, for the family, and flipping through the album covers, and so it brings back that nostalgia, and hearing it on the radio many years later, and as a teenager, and the feeling that I got, when I heard the song or saw the artist in concert. So for me, I think that's goes back to the conversation we have about timeless music, that when you play these albums from 30, 40, 50 years ago, it takes you back to your childhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, you remember there's a moment in your life that's you hold dear to your heart, that when that album comes on, when that song comes on, it just feels good. It feels right.
Right. How do you feel about that, Teddy? You feel the same?
Well, I think for me, it's situational, right? Yeah. I'm not particularly nostalgic necessarily about stuff in terms of it takes me to a moment in time, but I can remember the moment in times of, like, we've gone the last 2 years to see, like, and don't laugh, like yacht rock concerts. We went accidentally, okay? Because somebody paid for the tickets, and we were like, okay, we'll go. It'll be what the heck, right? I would never play any of these songs on my playlist, but in the concert, in the moment, they're all bangers.
Right.
So for me, it's all situational. Like the gym music's the gym music, but if we're sitting out at the house grilling, I'll put on some Widespread Panic or some Rusted Root or some new stuff.
Blue Indian is one of my favorite songs ever.
Blue Indian?
Yeah.
Mine has always been Can't Get High. I'm not a get high guy, but one of the lyrics in Can't Get High speaks to everything about me. So for me, it is situational. Not that it doesn't take me back to childhood, but it is situational for me.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm glad you said those bands. I got some stuff to talk to you about.
Hey, I'm ready.
I'm an old fish head.
I turned Uncle Freezy on to Greta Van Fleet today.
I know he was saying to me, I'm like, what? You haven't? Because I know he's a huge Led Zeppelin fan.
So Ted, as soon as you said it, the first person I went to was Coach. Like, Coach, you ever heard of these? What is this?
I just assumed that Freezy did. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way he didn't hear them yet.
No, Freezy thought it was Fred Van Fleet from one of his basketball shows.
From the Raptors.
I had to bring him back to the music podcast.
Right. I don't know what it is with light skinned dudes and tattoos, bro. It's just like it's the beige dudes and tattoos, bro.
Undersized, slow point guards.
Yeah, they like to shoot. Yeah. I think. So Coach, you have a not a stance, but a sense of what music does to you. Does music at times motivate you to do certain things, or does music at times kind of reserve you and pull you back to where to your origins and such, kind of like what Triborough said.
I'm somewhere in between what Try and Teddy were kind of alluding to. Like for me, I consider music like the soundtrack of my life in general. So like when I'm doing a certain activity or there's a certain moment, there's certain music I like to listen to while I'm in that moment. The times I'd get nostalgic are times where there might be a song that pops up I haven't heard in a while, or you're going down a rabbit hole of old new wave in the 80s or something. And one of those one-hit wonders come up and like, oh yeah, I remember that. You know, and it kind of puts you in that place.
What do you know about one-hit wonders? Name one. What's a one-hit wonder? What's the name of one-hit wonder?
I mean,
The Macarena.
Take On Me by Aha. You know,
Have you
probably.
listened to that slowed down in an unplugged version?
Oh yeah, it's great.
It takes on a whole different complexity
Oh yeah,
when you're like, oh man, that's a sad song.
yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. Well,
Because he says it's no better to be safe than sorry.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh,
Well,
this song's way deeper than the video we all grew up on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with there's a song Hey Ya by Outkast,
Right.
and it's an upbeat joint, and the way it comes out is really, and the way the lyrics come out, it seems playful. But there's a band that's pretty popular right now that I turned Triborough onto called Sleep Token. They have a remake. It's like a really slowed down, broken down version with like a piano,
Right.
and it's really slowed down and drawn out, like all the singing, and you didn't really realize the lyric content of that song when it was sung in that way. What that song, that was another one that wasn't as happy as it sounded. You know, you hear the way the original was played.
Freeze.
So, yeah.
No, Don, I didn't mean to jump in.
No, you're fine.
I would like to bring up a point since we're all similarly aged. I have found myself listening to songs from back then, whatever song that you want to take. And I may not have been a fan of it then because I don't think I was mature enough. I wasn't the target demographic that because I was 13, 14, 15. I listen to it now and I go, oh,
Right.
that's what he or she meant by that. I was like, oh, you were talking well above my skis. Now I understand it as an old man. I'm like, okay, I get why people dug the song.
Right.
Well, that's what I try to tell, especially I have two sons. They're both adults now. One's 21 and the other one's 19. I tell everyone, and this is the same thing with music, your movie, like movies and food. There's like 3 phases in your life that all 3 of those things change, like your quote unquote taste for the things.
Right.
So like that first phase of your life is like your exploratory phase. I mean, you're not even a complete human being yet. Like the things you take in sometimes might be too mature, or you don't like the taste of it, like some vegetables and things like that too.
Right.
Food. Some of the music content, like you were saying. And then early to midlife, when you start getting into adulthood, you start getting responsibilities, you know, things start sounding different, you start understanding things more, things start tasting different, you know. And then now in this phase of my life, I'm 50 now, same thing. Like I'm starting to appreciate things more. And especially for me, I'm a musician and a songwriter and stuff. And
everybody, this guy or this guy is responsible for the Echo and Essence intro.
Yeah.
So Coach Malpica created that and the vibes and stuff intro. Both are fire,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
And so, like, when I started having an appreciation for instruments and singing myself and things like that, I went back to like 80s stuff that were on records and my parents were playing, and then the old classic rock, and then the early rock, and old blues and jazz. I like started listening to it more and more. Like, wow, that was awesome. You know, like I'm a bass player. That's like my first instrument. So like I found bass players from back, like I didn't appreciate back then. Like even bands like Duran Duran, you don't think of the musicality, but
What
like
do y'all know about Duran Duran, bro?
the bass player ripped.
Hey, I'm hungry like a wolf.
Hungry like a
Yeah.
wolf.
And then like Level 42, you know, Mike King's an amazing bass player. There's then obviously back in the Led Zeppelin days and all the progressive rock, like the Queens and the Yeses and Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Every time I hear somebody reference Queen, my heart tingles, bro.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if y'all know this or not. My belief is that the band Queen is the GOAT.
And he's been on that for 20 years, by the way.
I know. I would consider them. The thing is, if they had a Mount Rushmore of the pioneers of rock, what rock has turned into today, and the Queen's on that Mount Rushmore for me. You know, are they my top 4 best bands ever? If I really break down,
Absolutely,
bands, they're in the talks. You know, with each piece and everything. You know. Brian May and Freddie Mercury for sure, if you want to break it down that way. But the bass player and the drummer, as far as music nerds go and musicians, they were great. You know, they complemented the band.
right.
But that's why with the Beatles, I appreciate them as the GOATs because of what I was talking to you earlier about. They're just trailblazers. You know, the things.
Drummer is about to be table, ladders, and chairs in here, bro. Get some steel chairs.
I'm just
ready.
look.
Some,
if
yeah,
you
somebody
if
hey,
you
take, the
speak
cover,
about,
take the cover off the turnbuckle, bro. It's about.
If you want to talk about this in terms of we're all, you know, sports fans,
wrestling fans,
and basketball references, okay. The Beatles are Wilt Chamberlain, okay, because there was a time where you couldn't tell anybody back then that it was ever going to be anyone like a Wilt Chamberlain or as good as he was, you know, as far as basketball goes. Now, when you do a top 10 list, people are shoving Wilt Chamberlain down the line, like barely in the top 10 nowadays. You know, but he has all these records that won't be broken. And he came at a time where there wasn't a lot of competition. He was the first of his kind, more or less. And that to me is a good analogy for what the Beatles were. Like the Beatles were doing things like some of the chord progressions they came up with, just some of the songwriting techniques, their studio work. They blazed the trail and were doing things other people weren't doing back then. Now, were they a bunch of white guys from England that were copying black music from the United States and blues? Yeah, that's how all the British invasion guys got their start. They were emulating old blues artists from the US. You know, so to me, the Beatles they represent that. Like they'll always have that spot for me, and it's not
the
that.
Beatles right, bro. The Beatles right,
bro. There ain't nothing you can ever say that John Lennon and Paul McCartney as a songwriting duo. There's just you can't I can't stand Michael Jordan. I'm a Knicks fan. I hate the guy. I have to admit, him or LeBron are the best two players ever. I get it. I got to give him credit because I have to. I'm being realistic. But when you start saying the Beatles are on a Mount Rushmore of the best or most influential rock bands ever, you're just not.
Bro, they are okay.
That's like saying the Grateful Dead are not the most successful touring band ever.
Hey, they're still touring.
Yeah, the other ones
and still selling. I mean, they did 2 residencies at the Sphere in Las Vegas. And by the way, if you have not checked out the visuals on Dead and Company at the Sphere, listen, do yourself a favor, go to YouTube or Instagram or whatever. Dead and Company at the Sphere. You don't even need to be on acid. You don't need to be tripping or anything.
Triggers flashbacks if you've had it before.
Now, if you got vertigo, you ain't gonna make it. You just ain't gonna make it.
Trouble. You see this bromance thing right in front of our eyes make me feel awkward, bro. This man made a Beatles reference and a Grateful Dead reference right in front of Teddy, and it's like, oh boy, y'all gonna propose that? I mean, what's going on, man?
But see, no offense to the Dead. Fish is LeBron James compared to anybody else. And
I like Fish. I ain't gonna front, dog.
I like
them, bro.
Fish is the best jam band ever. There's no comparison to me. And
I went to that man's house and was like, bro, you ever heard of this band called Fish? Legit. True story.
Now, in the music nerd world and guitar person world, Trey Anastasio is very high regarded as one of the best guitarists ever lived. The guitarist for Fish. But if I said that to anybody that didn't know who the hell Fish was, they're like, what? What are you talking about? I'm like, yeah. Trey Anastasio was pretty crazy.
Yeah, hey, you real quick before I get away from y'all, mind if I mention a couple of one-hit wonder songs that I think I paid for, and when I bought them, I knew I would play them for the rest of my life, but I feel guilty saying them out loud. Right, one of them is a song called "Walking in Memphis." Right, I'm like, why do I have this shit in my phone?
Peter Cohen or something? Michael Cohen?
Mike, something. Yeah,
something Cohen.
Yeah. I'm like, I can't help it, bro. I can't help it. Like, I can't play that song around the homies, but it is in my phone. Right?
No, that you got to be wearing a Chandler Parsons Memphis jersey to be playing that. You know what
I mean? Right. You can listen to "Whoop That Trick" and "Walking in Memphis" at the same game, right? But the other one is a song by Semisonic called "Closing Time." Bro, I can't, bro. I'm so addicted. Bro, I'm so addicted to that song, bro. It's like I almost want to pull out my reverse Carlton dance every time I hear it.
I don't think I've heard that song all the way through in the last 25 years. I can't stand it though.
What?
Bro, you understand? I used to work at a club where they would play that song at the end of the night. Every club and bar in America would play that damn song.
They probably still play it.
Yeah, they still do.
I mean, they every arena, when it's time to leave, they play it.
Bro,
they were smart. They were like, they tried to ride the coattails on what Queen kind of did, where Freddie Mercury knew that that "We Will Rock You" thing was going to be, they're going to be doing in stadiums everywhere. It was going to live on forever.
That's why Queen, bro.
That's why Semisonic, when they did that "Closing Time" song, they even put the lyric of that every bartender, that zesty little bartender behind the, all right, y'all, you You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here.
But you can't stay.
And they actually
Yeah.
say it in the song. Come on, man. So now they were smart. That's why that song's gonna always have lasting power, you know.
Bro, try. You got a one hit wonder, like a guilty pleasure one hit wonder.
I like Vanilla Ice, Ice Ice Baby, because I remember buying that album when it came out back then, and
Yeah,
it was good. Like it was. I mean, I know the rap community hated it, but I still thought it was a good song. And then the fact that he sampled the Queen song Under Pressure,
Yeah.
it's still a banging song. You put that on at a club or a cookout. I think it's a classic record, even though he had like that's really like his only big hit like ever.
Well, one of mine is Eddie Grant, Electric Avenue.
Rock down to
I remember that.
Avenue.
yeah, man.
There's a band called Electric Avenue that we've seen several times, and they just do an 80s playlist. And I'm telling you, the dude must burn 1,500 calories a show. The singer, trust me, Electric Avenue, if you're old like me, every song they play is a banger. They do a good job at it.
1,500 calories, bro.
I'm telling you, brother.
Know how
If you
much-
saw this dude,
know how
if you
active
saw
you
this
have to
dude
be?
on stage, he puts, and he's, I think he's 51 or 52. My man's got endless energy. But I got a Queen question for y'all. If you take sports out of it, is Queen, if we take the stadium rock out of it and we never played and we never had arena sports or arena music, is Queen?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so because I mean, Night of the Opera. Nothing on that album is technically with stadium anthems and
Right.
Yeah, that's.
Are y'all old enough to remember the song from Flash? Are y'all old enough to remember?
Flash
Oh
Gordon.
yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
he saves every one of us.
Yeah.
Classic.
I mean, that was. Let's face it, the music of that Queen's music in that song was more memorable than the acting.
Yeah, they didn't get any Oscars for that.
I mean, Ming was pretty good. He was actually they had people that were actually very well respected actors. Real life. They've had other roles, but they did that movie. I guess everyone's got their Norbit.
Well,
Eddie Murphy.
I know that you say that with
Or
I know you
Snakes
say
on
that
a
with
Plane.
Queen, but you didn't talk about that bomb Beatles movie that came out. When did that movie come out? 78?
Well, you talking about
77?
Hard Day's Night?
What? No, was that 78, 77?
Do you know that Hard Day's Night is actually very highly regarded in cinema?
I know it bombed in the movie theaters. I saw a movie about it on Netflix.
Well, you got to remember the Beatles didn't have to beat out Queen; they had to beat out Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis
Casablanca.
Jr. Yeah, they didn't have to beat out Queen and Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath. They had to beat pre-runner bands out. So it's like the guys like you compare to from the Hall of Fame, but then their numbers don't compare.
Right.
Like Andy Dalton's numbers are better than Joe Namath's numbers.
Right.
And nobody thinks Andy Dalton is a Hall of Famer.
What do you have against redheads, bro?
We burn in the sun too bad.
Oh,
that's what I have against them.
Well, that's why
I got two giant redheads at the house too, by the way.
That's why I don't put much credence on. I mean, yes, it was a great accomplishment for Boston to win all those championships, but there was like 12 teams. Okay. It's a lot different.
I don't want to give Boston credit for anything.
No, I know, but like there was 12 teams in the NBA, and not all the best players in the world were playing in their league at the time because they were too dark. That's
Right.
all I'll say.
Right. Try. I'm not gonna lie to you. The way I feel about the Beatles is this: if the Beatles had come out in 68, 69, as opposed to 63, 64, 65, I don't think we look at them the same. Right? Like y'all know one of my favorite singers of all time is Steve Winwood, right? I think he's got one of the greatest voices ever, in my opinion. And I know voice and singing is all subjective. I know
Everyone loves Ray Charles.
Ray Charles, yeah.
That's what he sounds like.
No, get out. No,
Bro.
man.
You,
Man, Ray, come on, man.
Steve
Coach, don't do my guy like that, bro.
Winwood sounds just like Ray Charles, bro. If you close your
Man,
eyes,
don't do my guy like that, bro.
do him like that. That's a
Roll with it, baby. You ain't never heard Ray do no up tempo joint like that, man. Like no,
what?
it's like Steve Winwood, bro.
Come on.
I mean,
We
yo,
saw Traffic open. We saw Traffic open for the Dead twice in the early '90s at RFK,
you know Traffic.
at RFK Stadium.
Yeah.
So you know who Traffic is. Yeah, you know who Traffic is. And now I know why. Okay. I had a lapse. I had a lapse for a second. So yeah. So he does know who. Yeah. Okay. But that has nothing to do with Steve Winwood. I just liked his music in the 80s. Like I think his music in the 80s was something. And Steve Winwood, Prince, Michael Jackson, Phil Collins, era of the 80s, the Miami Vice era, right? I think Steve Winwood stood his own. I don't think there were many people better than Steve Winwood in the 80s.
Well, I prefer Blind Faith to Traffic.
What was that, early 70s? That's 73. What is that, 72, 73, maybe 74?
No, it's 68, 69.
69. Okay.
That's when he was with Clapton and Ginger Baker. But Cream, I don't know, man. They don't get as much love as they should.
What did you said? Creed?
Cream.
Okay.
Don't act like you don't know who Cream is, crazy.
I don't know, bro. It's a lot of music I hear, bro. It's a lot of we don't even talk about.
Such a troll.
We don't talk about the Who as much as I think we should. Like I feel like
they're more overrated than the Beatles are.
Oh my god.
You know, I've gone back and forth on that. I've gone back
And the Rolling Stones are even worse.
On whether the Who was overrated or not. Again,
Pink Floyd is overrated, right? Now
I'm not a Pink Floyd guy.
Me neither.
I'm not a Pink, but
I appreciate
but
it.
there again, at the time and place, they if they come in any earlier, maybe not. If they come in any later, maybe not. But they hit the marketplace right at now. I've never done the Wizard of Oz thing with Dark Side of the Moon. I've never done it. Coach, you ever done it?
Yeah, I've done it sober, and
I think you have to be high. I think you have to be high to really get the Dark Side of the Moon and Wizard of Oz thing together. But I've never done it.
It's Justin Bieber album to it, and it'll sync up. It's an anomaly that happens with any music, honestly.
Y'all know the story. If you
want it to match, it'll match.
But again, you know,
you have to start it on the third roar and all this stuff.
Right.
There's like all these rules. I don't know.
But another brick in the wall when your goalie makes a really good save.
Yeah.
Is when your goalie spreads out, makes a good save, and he's cleaning up the crease, and they play, all in all, you're just another brick in the wall. It's pretty cool. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
I mean,
And hey, teachers, leave them kids alone. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah. And, you know, money. I mean, they have iconic songs that when you hear it, they're like, oh, yeah, I know that one. You know, when everyday people can recognize it. Like, I'm not a good source for, like, I have probably millions of songs. Like, oh, yeah, I know that one. You know, but other people are like, what the hell is this? Yeah. But when we do lists, I always take into account what the everyday person, if they know what it is, then you know you were big. You know, like Michael Jackson, technically, he couldn't hold a candle to Prince in the musicality and instrumentalist and songwriting department. But
Right.
you couldn't tell anybody else like Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is the GOAT, you know, as far as for me, for a lot of reasons, as an entertainer. Just, you know, did he come out at the perfect time? But you might want to, you almost want to say he made MTV what it is. Like he revolutionized the music video, what it was about, the event, you know, of the music video. It's like, ooh, the premiere of the new Michael Jackson video is coming out. Everyone couldn't wait. Friday.
I want to say this thing about Mike, though, Coach. I want to say this thing about Soulfinger. What's good, bro? I want to say this thing about Mike, and this is a thing that has happened since the beginning of time. Some people have it, and some people, and most people don't. Right? Like every once in a while, somebody will come along and they have this thing called it, and you can't really describe it. Right? You can't really describe it. Right? You can't outline it and make people have it. They either have it or they don't, right? And so guys like Michael Jackson, who had been a recording artist since '69 and became a megastar in 1980, he always had it. Like there's something about when you see him, there's something special about him that you want to see. Others, maybe not as much. There are other artists that have come along and you figure that they have it, but they don't. They have all the ingredients to have it, but they just don't. Like, who's more handsome and charismatic than Keith Washington, right? But he doesn't have it. Some people be like, yo, who the hell is Keith Washington? Exactly, because he doesn't have it, but he does have the ingredients to have it. Like when people try to describe it, Keith Washington got all that stuff, but he ain't Mike. Jermaine Stewart is not Mike, right?
Hey, you never heard Michael Jackson say we didn't have to take our clothes off, though.
Yeah, and want to drink cherry wine?
Maybe
Yeah.
cheer wine.
You're right.
Like,
I'm sorry.
yeah. No, I'm saying like just the singing was one thing, but he was just the total package that, like, you can have people that were classically trained and went to school in Juilliard for dance and all this stuff, and Mike would pick up the dance routine and dance right with him.
Yeah.
You know, do every move that
Right.
people that dance for a living do. Same with Janet. You know?
Right.
Who we touched on this a couple months ago. Not that it was an epiphany, but when we were going over some R&B females, and we kind of, everyone talks about the obvious ones, the Mariahs, and, you know, Whitney's and all that stuff, and no one mentions Janet Jackson much, and it's crazy. And we started going through her catalog. Like, Jesus, what are we thinking? You know, not that we slept on her either, but I kind of have, you know, even today, she's still, to me, if you really go back, if her brother wasn't Michael Jackson, how huge is she still? Like, she was shadowed by, like, I think she would have been even more successful if she didn't have Michael Jackson as a brother. I'm sure it helped get her foot in the door, obviously.
How funny. Her one brother, Michael Jackson, and her other brother, JJ, overshadowed her at both things. She just got the short end of the stick on that, right?
Yeah. Right.
Come on. Y'all aren't old enough to remember good times.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, come on, man. You
Yeah.
done.
That's why I giggled.
Jim, I mean, but yeah, I don't know. If you I think you're right when you said Michael Jackson had it, but everybody, like you said, doesn't have it. You mentioned Freddie Mercury had it. You sent me a George Michael thing the other day. George Michael clearly had it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there are certain, like, again, you can go through the list. Some dudes or some artists just have it, and there is a timelessness to some of them.
Yeah. Like Bruce Springsteen. Like, I'm not the hugest fan of, honestly, his work. I mean, there's a few songs I enjoy, like, but I couldn't sit there and spout off the ins and out of a Bruce Springsteen album.
Me either.
No,
But he's got something about him. He's got that it factor, you know.
yeah.
One dude that doesn't have it though, coach, in that same era that doesn't have it, but is really good, like the could probably be the salutatorian, is a dude named Billy Joel, right? Like, he probably will never be the valedictorian, right? But the salutatorian, man, man, for some people like Billy Joel more than they like Bruce Springsteen, bro.
I'm one of those.
I'm one of those.
I mean, Billy Joel, the thing is about Billy Joel is he's considered like Bruce Springsteen acts like he was the working's man kind of guy coming up, but like Billy Joel actually busted his ass coming up. Like he as a teenager, he was jamming on the piano in the Long Island bars and struggling his way through and got his name out there and started. He really worked his way up.
Lyrically, Billy Joel doesn't have to take a back seat to anybody.
Oh no!
Right. Yep.
You can if you go back and listen to the song Allentown now, and you listen to you listen to it as a 50-year-old or a middle-aged man when they're talking about closing the factories and it's hard to keep a good man down. And just do yourselves a favor, go back and listen to that, and then go back and listen to Scenes from an Italian Restaurant where he talks about they got married young and they never thought about the bills or the tears, and they split up, and you're like, yeah, they didn't count on the bills, they didn't count on money getting short or any of that stuff, and you go, I get it now. I wouldn't have got it 20 years ago or whenever. But yeah, I'd have a hard time putting too many solo artists lyrically above Billy Joel. I mean, there's some, but he clearly is better than I think. Certainly, I remembered him.
Right. See that? I mean, to me,
And he had Christy Brinkley.
Yeah,
I mean, come on,
what a pull!
That's an accomplishment in and of itself.
I think we all had Christy Brinkley, bro.
Well,
we all did. On the post on your bedroom wall. If you did,
we all had Farrah Fawcett for sure, but whatever.
Yeah, Farrah Fawcett. Yeah.
I mean,
hey, try. I'm listening to Coach and Teddy. I don't know, man. I like Billy Joel a lot, and he had a lot of competition in that era of Sting and the Police and John Cougar Mellencamp and Bruce Springsteen and the Tom Petty era. There's a lot of competition, man. To say that he was ahead of the class I mean, lyrically, I never even thought about that, bro. Taz, I think that's the first time I ever heard that from you, bro.
Well, listen, if you go back through John Cougar Mellencamp, just take one lyric from one of his songs. Oh, yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of living is gone. Talk to some of the older people you know, and some of them are mad that they're still around.
Yeah.
I don't want to live long enough where I'm bitter about being alive, where
Right.
the thrill of being alive is gone. But again, I think, yeah, it becomes a matter of taste, right? First, let me say, okay, can we cuss on this show? Okay. All right. I saw a T-shirt. The other day, and it had the band Police's picture on it, and it said "fuck NWA." I was like, I was like, well played, T-shirt maker. Well played.
Yeah. Well, like for every Billy Joel there is in the world, there's also the Al Stewarts and the Joe Jacksons of the world.
Oh boy.
You're
You know what I'm
stepping
saying?
out on that one.
Hey,
Yeah,
oh.
oh!
Well, in the year of the cat, I wound up no, but and that's just it. Like I mentioned those. If you talk to any now, I'm 50, so technically the early to mid 80s, I was pretty young, still 10, 11. But a lot of those, because I'm blessed, because my parents, especially my dad, and he still is, he's still with us. He was a huge music guy, and he's an old hippie. He was at Woodstock. He played stuff when he was younger, and he had a very. What I loved about him, he wasn't the typical older gentleman that had the blinders on. Like he adapted over the years. So obviously, he was a huge Beatles and Stones, and then when the classic rock came around, the Zeppelins and all that stuff. But then when the 80s came around, he really was a huge new wave fan, and like, yeah, I probably any 80s
Like,
song.
Depeche Mode fan or
No, it's not that he was a fan of Depeche Mode. I don't like the term new wave because they lump too many bands in that. And it's not like they called the one hit wonder era, but technically, even though I don't consider them their sound new wave, like Men at Work is considered a new wave band, but they're not, And I mentioned Level 42 earlier,
right,
and Split Ends and Crowded House, like bands that.
You're going now. One band from that era, the Smiths, I can't get. The Smiths don't do it for me. If they do it for y'all, good for you. I don't know. The Smiths don't do it for me.
Yeah, the old emo-ish, punkish vibe. I wasn't it. Like even I wasn't the hugest fan of Michael Smith or whatever his name is.
Morrissey.
Oh, Van Morrissey, yeah.
No, Morrissey.
Oh, Morrissey, yeah.
Morrissey was the singer for the Smiths.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't do much for me.
No.
But yeah, and like other bands like that in that genre, I wasn't a big fan. I can't believe I can't think of the other band. Oh, The Cure.
Right.
I'm not a big. I never got The Cure's. You want to talk about an overrated band?
Bro, you can't even watch Grey's Anatomy without hearing The Cure, at least.
Well, I don't like Grey's Anatomy.
Listen, the same people that are watching Grey's Anatomy are listening to The Cure.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I swear to God, there was this goth or emo girl at Chick-fil-A the other day, and she was handing me my stuff, and I was just like, "There's no way in hell this girl's going to say my pleasure. There's just no way." Her, they would pull her emo
My
card.
displeasure.
Now you opened this session talking about our musical stuff, and I think through our conversations, everything for me has always been about lyrics. If the lyrics speak to me, whatever the time or the place, like the song "Baby Come Back," we're all familiar with that, right?
Right, by Player, right?
Yeah, just listen to it. You go blah 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 blah, and then one thing is, it's very poignant for me. It says, "You can blame it all on me," and I'm like, brother, she does. Trust me. If you're singing "Baby Come Back," I was wrong. You can blame it all on me. She blames you. You don't have to worry about that. She for sure. But there are certain, like, think of the song "Your Eyes Are a Mist from the Smoke of a Distant Fire." How bad's it got to be when the dude's like, "I think you like somebody else." No, you have the mist in your eyes from a smoke of a distant fire. Come on now.
Yeah.
That's taking it. You don't like me anymore, or tempted by the fruit of another, to a whole different lyrical level.
Oh, that tempted. That's a good. What was that?
See,
Soft.
I threw that
Yeah.
in there for you, Coach.
Thanks, appreciate it. You know, and that's what like I said, my dad, he turned me on to just all that. Like there's album, like, I can't stand, and it bothers me that Men at Work is so popular for Down Under. Even though that song is great and all, it doesn't encapsulate the talent of that band. Like the other works they've had, like they're actually, I haven't heard a song off their albums I didn't enjoy.
I haven't heard. I've never done a deep dive on them.
Man, if you go into the Business as Usual album, the yellow one that Down Under's on,
Right.
from first song to last song, bangers. All of them are. And you being a jam band fan, I've taken. They have many progressive and jammy moments in their music. Like they have great music. Well, as you know, you can hear like they have the saxophonist in the band,
Right.
which actually the guy he's kind of like Colin Hayes' right hand man. He actually does the keyboards. He plays the saxophone. He's the backup singer, and like the bass player. Like the whole band's really good. But they have a cool fusion of, which Down Under has a reggae vibe to it.
Right.
They have a lot of island influence, like the Police did and stuff. So, which the Police had like a fusion of jazz and
trying to hear that calypso again.
and reggae.
Calypso shows up everywhere.
Yeah.
There was this band here in Myrtle Beach this past weekend called Grateful Dub. It's Grateful Dead songs with a reggae fusion. And there's also one coming up, Freezy, that I tried to get your boy Danger to go with me in 2 weeks. It's called Grateful for Biggie. So it's just a bunch of hippies, but they're doing Biggie lyrics with the backdrop of Grateful Dead music. It is the most interesting thing you'll hear and see, and I'm still trying to get your boy Danger to go with me to go see them.
I've done stuff like that myself on. There's a couple of AI music programs on.
Oh yeah, you can do. But this is a real band that plays.
Yeah.
And so I mean,
yeah, it's great. Like I did Nothing But a G Thing, and I prompted it to, and I put in the actual lyrics of Nothing But a G Thing, and I had him do it as like a Frank Sinatra crooner type thing. It's nothing like a G thing, baby. It's like it's hilarious, man. But yeah, well, there's also you ever hear of the band called Dread Zeppelin?
I have not.
So they're a crazy band. They basically they're like a cover band. I think this is when they came out. I can't believe they've been out this long. They've been out since 1989.
Wow.
So basically, they're from Cali. They kind of have like this hard rock, like reggae sound, but the singer is an Elvis impersonator. So they did the whole. I mean, they went all in with the crate. So they do Led Zeppelin covers with a reggae flair with an Elvis impersonator singing it. If you want to hear something that'll just blow your mind.
And I bet you you can't find a ticket nowhere, bro.
I'm gonna look them up when we get off of this because I want to hear that. But
Dread Zeppelin.
So Freezy, how many concerts have you been going to concerts lately? You been going to any concerts? Or?
Oh yeah, I just went to I went to the Lyricist Lounge, underground rap label for like they've been celebrating like I think 30 years
Okay.
this year, and they had Raekwon was the headliner, and he was by himself, no Wu-Tang members. I know a lot of people was they wanted to see Method Man come out or Inspector Deck, but Ray was good. They had a lot of great underground artists. I met one of them backstage, that I follow as well, and yeah, it was a great show. But I've been going to concerts for like the last 30 plus years.
Yeah, I hope I don't get old enough to not enjoy live concerts and something. We as old guys we get stuck in this music's bonk or whatever, but there's still nothing like the energy of a live show.
Right.
And when it's good, I mean, the duds are the duds, but the kids kicked me back off on concerts the last couple of years, so we've been getting our concert legs back underneath us.
Yeah,
okay.
Like what the thing about concerts now there's some that I just won't pass up if they come close to me, that I'm huge fans of, but it's almost like the experience of going to a football game or a basketball game or a sporting event. They've made the home experience so good.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to peel so it's the same thing. We never used to get the footage that you can get now on YouTube or wherever.
Yeah,
a live concert experience, and the sound is so great.
Yeah.
Well, it's like college football season's coming up. We will undoubtedly take a TV outside and sit it in one of our outdoor seating areas, and I guess you call that home gating.
Yeah.
And
y'all gonna have the grill going?
Oh yeah. But we did that with Grateful Dove the other night. Instead of going to see the concert wouldn't even been that expensive, but through this, that, or the other, again, we inherited an outdoor bar from this guy who has got more money than it makes sense, and he gave it to us for free. So we got a bunch of outdoor furniture, and we were just sort of playing with it. We put on a good playlist, and it's very easy not to go when you got it's so easy to have whatever playlist you want at your fingertips, and the at-home experience, the energy's different, but boy, not a lot of traffic.
Right. Well, one of the slept on benefits from COVID, if I can say that respectfully, is that when we learn to isolate ourselves and entertain ourselves at home, we found new creative ways to do so. Like, for instance, me in this podcasting space. Like, I never knew that I would grow into, say, Uncle Freezy without us being isolated from each other. And then because I found out, like for instance, I struggle with some stuff, right? Like I struggle with things like anxiety sometimes and things like that. Sometimes I just want to be to myself. Like I'll just get off the grid and just be to myself, right? Because and there's some factors to it, whatever. But what I found in the COVID isolation is that it's okay for me to be myself and people will support, like legit, like all the stuff that I felt like I was going through by myself. I'm like, yeah, man, other people go through that too. And not just the anxiety part, but I'm talking about random stuff like weight loss journeys, music journeys, creative journeys, and all these different things. Because truth be told, right? I'm gonna say this, and I know it's gonna sound OD, but Teddy created podcasting, right? The dude on your screen created podcasting, right? Right. And I know that sounds
we
crazy
didn't know what
OD.
we didn't know what it was called.
It's your
But
fault.
we didn't call it that. Yeah, we didn't call it podcasting, right? This is way back early 2000s when we would record an episode, put it on a CD or DVD or whatever, and whatever. Right. But what I found in isolation is that the technology developed so fast that you could do whatever it is that you want to do. Right. And so I kind of spoke to that in the sense of when you mentioned going to concerts and things like that. Now, when I go to games, my experience is different. Like now when I go to games and they give me a bad seat, I'm like, no, you know what? I ain't coming back. I can watch the game on this big 80-inch TV and this super soft sofa with these speakers, all that stuff, with the snacks that I want, and have just as good a time as I would if I was at the game. And I think entertainment spaces know that too.
Well, if you look at what the NFL stadiums are doing, they're building lounges that replicate the at-home experience.
Yeah,
you got recliners and big screen TVs, and I'm like, so let me get this right. I'm gonna pay $150 or $200, whatever tickets are, to replicate the at-home experience, or I could I don't know, stay at home.
Stay at home.
Well, also, I would. So you said you're 50. Try. Are you in that same neighborhood?
I'm in New York City.
What I mean, are you 50-ish?
I'm in
How
Brooklyn.
old are you?
how old are
47.
you?
How much?
47.
Okay, so we're all similar.
Yeah.
When you get similar, when you get a few miles on the odometer, we start going, do I really want to do all this and spend all that money, or do I want to hang out at the crib and you know, because I'm a family of 5. We were going to go to the outdoor hockey game in Raleigh for New Year's Day. To walk in the door, not even good seats, would have been almost $1,200.
Awesome.
And if $1,200 is chump change for you, my friend, salute. Y'all opened with salute. Like, try everything in New York City's $1,200, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm about to say
it's a lot of money.
New York Knicks fans, I don't know if I'll ever afford to watch a game again in the Garden.
Well, they've priced most of us out, and in fact, most of the people that are going wouldn't know Bernard King from Larry King. You know what I mean?
Right.
Rodney King, Bernard King, it's all the same, right?
Hey, Rodney King
Martin
definitely
Luther.
ain't
We're
playing
gonna
for the
get beat
Lakers.
anyway.
You know what I
We're
mean?
gonna get beat anyway. That was my joke, everybody. Rodney King, Bernard King, we're gonna get beat anyway. Boo.
But like, even the last time I really went to games a lot, because I lived in Florida. I'm a transplant from New York to Florida originally. I'm in San Antonio now, but I was a huge Bucks fan. Well, I still am a huge Bucks fan, and I had the luxury of my friend and I, when it was actually affordable. They were really bad. We had season tickets. And they weren't in a fancy section, but it was a good deal. You can make payment. They started a payment plan, and they were pretty smart with the way they were ahead of their time. This was in the early 2000s, mid 2000s. And I was actually doing kind of what we're doing now, the early stages of YouTube and stuff for Bucks content. And I was like a parody songwriter for a Bucks fan channel. And I would make a pre-game song and a post-game song about the Bucks. And I did every kind of genre, and we would play the song on the air and all this stuff. But through that experience, I got to know all the super fans and the Bucks, you know, like Big Rhino, and you know the guy that's got that big nasty,
Right.
he's got that like rhino horn on his head, and he's like, it was sticking out his tongue, and then like all the Buckified Bert and all these guys that are like Hall of Fame fans. I used to tailgate with them guys, and that experience, like what you were talking about, the tailgating before the game. Like sometimes he didn't even feel like going into the stadium. Like you had so much fun.
So when
With
we
the
were
fellow
when we were following the Dead in the 90s. So you're talking about I was in college. My mom went with us every time.
Is
Now,
this is before Jerry died or right after?
Yes, it was before. And matter of fact, we saw them 2 weeks before Jerry died at RFK. Now, my mom was not a Deadhead. She came up on Jackie Wilson and Elvis and stuff like that. But she stopped going into the concerts because the show outside in the parking lot was always more entertaining to her because of the tailgating and the this, the that, and it can be a better show.
Yeah,
And
the
if
festival experience, the drum circles. And,
yes,
you know,
all of the drum circles, the whole thing with the burritos and
oh yeah,
and so forth and so on. And if you're in Florida, so you got to be in the Tampa area.
I was.
Oh no, you're in San Antonio now. That's what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're in the SEC area, man, the tailgating could very well be better than the game itself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
I mean, legit better. And that's what we're trying to do at home. We're doing the home gating.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, that's like I said. And we would have, they had such a great setup where there was a theme every week when we went there. Like if we were playing the Falcons, like we had this guy Chef Red. He would have a menu, like we would have like the Dirty Bird.
Okay.
We were having Dirty Bird for the meal, which was basically chickens, and you know.
Right.
And they had a giant. It was like 2 or 3 fold-out tables, and it was bring your own bottle, and everyone contributed and put a bottle. It was a huge open bar. Like everyone just, you can't beat the experience. It's amazing, you know. And at the time, because we were we were talking like this, and at the time, this was probably 12 to 14 years ago. Something got talked about, and someone challenged me that I couldn't move anymore or whatever. I'm like, I can still touch the rim. And they're like, yeah, whatever, you know. And I can't now. But back then I could. And I was the big dude, almost 400 pounds at the time. So it all came up, and all of a sudden it became this big, huge betting thing. So the next time we had the tailgate, someone brought a rim to the tailgate, and we had the big Paisan Touch the Sky challenge. And I grazed it. I rim grazed it. You know, so and we did it it was like a charity event. It was fun, man. But like, you know, things like that. You know, it's just, and really the interaction with the other fans too from the other teams. Like, it was actually a good experience. Like, I've met friends I still keep in touch with today on social media, like that were Falcons fans or Saints fans. Like, well, during the game we hate each other, but during the tailgate, you know, we appreciate each other, you know, because the NFC South, we've all had our turn at being one of the worst teams in the league plenty of times. So we've all had to cry on each other's shoulders a few times, you know. But I've been spoiled lately because the Bucks have been pretty good in recent memory. Unlike poor Uncle Freezy with his Bears.
Oh God. The Bucks are all right, bro.
But Freezy's got his fingernails painted for this season, so he's good.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Hell yeah.
Like Caleb Williams looks like he's like Uncle Freezy circa 1988.
Almost, bro.
He look like he could be your son, bro.
Yeah, I know. I don't know where he gets that good hair from, though. But you know how it is, bro. You know what it is with beige folks. You can't be a superstar in anything nowadays unless you beige, bro.
That's it.
And so, but hey, so I got a Chomper. I want to ask you a question, and I was wanting to ask you this for years now, but we never get to it. And since there are a couple of wrestling fans here, I want to ask this thing. Who in your mind had the greatest wrestling intro, whether it's WWE or whatever? Like when you watch TV or when you were live at the event, Civic Center, whatever, and they came, whose intro were you the most looking forward to seeing?
Oh man, like of any era or just
any era? I don't care. Like with me, I love Superstar Billy Graham.
That's way back.
Yeah. You didn't like Junkyard Dog coming out with another one.
You mean of any era?
Yeah, of any era, yeah. Yeah.
I gotta go with dang. That's a hard one, Freezy. Cause I loved Hulk Hogan.
I mean, man, you can't.
My phone's gonna die out on us. So I appreciate you guys.
All right, Teddy.
I'm gonna check out whether I want to or not. I appreciate it, guys. Enjoy.
Yeah, man. To the next one.
Yeah,
we got to get Freezy to do the best jam bands ever one of these nights.
Yeah,
like we'll do that list.
Tell him to give me some more notice. I'd love to jump in with y'all on anything. I've enjoyed it. Appreciate it, guys.
All right,
man.
See you.
Appreciate you.
Something about that Undertaker, that dong when it comes in. That's pretty fire. The Undertaker one.
My bad. I was getting like the like it was the screen was frozen, but I was saying that's a hard question, Freezy, because
Yeah, you were saying something about Hulk Hogan.
No, I was saying I was.
No, he's freezing. Excuse me. I had to mute myself.
He's Uncle Freezy.
Yeah, I used to me myself. It was always Ric Flair. I like Ric Flair. He come in, the Nature Boy. I'm not talking about WWE. I'm talking about
that music,
AWA and the WCW days. Nature Boy come in, and then you had Goldberg. You know, Goldberg wasn't. You know, he come out and had the drums going and the sparks. You know, the pyrotechnics. He come in, standing there, and then inhale the smoke, blows it out, and go. Road Warriors. You know, these come in back in the days with the shoulder pads. You hear and they come down and do their thing.
Right.
How about the Bushwhackers?
The Bushwhackers come in. But see, I liked them when they were the New Zealand sheep herders.
Oh yeah.
Back in the days, you know, of course, when before they got rid of the regions, you know, they were this. Well, they were the New Zealand sheep herders. You know, them boys were wild because they used to go at it. And then you had Ivan and Nikita Koloff, the Russian Bear. Sting when he became the Crow.
Oh yeah.
Right.
He come down out of the Raptors.
That was fire.
That was tight because he didn't say anything for a year and would come straight down. But then Dusty Rhodes, you just didn't know. Dusty Rhodes was that guy.
I remember when that one WrestleMania when Shawn Michaels came in on the zip line. Remember that?
I
remember that,
yeah.
Oh, that was pretty fire.
Yeah.
I mean, that was like nothing he didn't always do, but
Man, I think they did. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was talking intros. To me, I wrestle with the. Oh, no pun intended. I wrestle with the thought that anybody has a better intro than Batista, right? I don't know how you can have a better intro than Dave Batista, bro.
Batista. What?
Yeah, yeah.
What?
No.
Bro,
Come on. The DX had a legendary intro.
Yeah,
So
they
so
did.
Triple H. Yeah, no, I get it.
You know, Triple H, Stone
mean-
Cold, The Rock.
Yeah,
Stone Cold. Hey, once Stone Cold, you heard the glass break. It was
Yeah,
crap.
like you knew it was
Yeah.
gonna be trouble.
Ba-dum-ba-ba. Now, I'm a little biased because I'm such a huge Alter Bridge fan, but when Edge came out, the Metalingus Edge theme music, that's Alter Bridge. That's that song's fire. But even though he's not always people aren't the biggest fan of him for one reason or another because how he was in the business, but the intensity that like the Ultimate Warrior when he came in though, he sprinted to the stage, he's shaking the ropes.
Ultimate Warrior, yeah.
I mean, that was pretty iconic entrance, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
And the same could be said for if you want to talk about someone that exuded like intensity and just like, oh man, I can't like when Goldberg he came in, he stood out and he stood there in the smoke. He did those
smoke would hit him,
uppercuts.
Yeah.
He would actually inhale that smoke that used to explode near him and blow it out. Yeah, the fact that I remember it all is how much it like. And that was in the midst of his like undefeated streak. Like, man, who's gonna beat this guy?
I love Goldberg, bro. But he wasn't really a wrestler. He was a hack, bro.
Well, you know, he was a linebacker for the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's even though he's not he wasn't in the vein of a lot of purists get mad about guys like him that feel like they didn't pay their dues coming up. Like they made him unstoppable like early. Like they gave him like the fast track. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because he was that guy though, bro. He had a factor to him.
You were talking about that earlier. We were talking about when someone has it, he just something about him.
Yeah,
that's the same thing with like now if you watch wrestling now, that Braun Breaker, that dude, he's got it, bro.
Yeah, I tell you, used to tickle me, and this is in WWE was Val Venus.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just saying, hello, lady.
I don't know why he reminded me of Kurt Russell, bro. That dude reminded me of Kurt Russell. But I like Val Venus though.
And then Harlem Heat. Harlem Heat was the other one. You know, they
come
in.
Booker T to me, bro.
When he was doing 5-time, and I'm like, wait a minute.
I love that. I love that slip up he does, and he's talking, Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, Nick.
Oh, the way he looked on that one. Oh yeah, like, I'm done.
He got all hood for a second. He forgot. He forgot he was on whatever USA Network at the time, whatever channel it was.
I'm gonna tell you another group, and they broke them up because they was Doom. I don't know if you guys remember them. Doom.
Yeah.
Oh, the Legion of Doom.
No, Doom. Well, no. Legion of Doom was Road Warrior. You had Doom. It was Ron Simmons and Hacksaw Butch Reed.
Oh yeah. I remember that.
Wow.
Bro, we should have that night the tier. We should have the tag team tier list or something.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, man, we got to do. Yeah.
You know, I go back to a lot of those days in Mid-South and AWA and all like that. Because, see, I don't know if you guys remember, you had wrestler number 2, but he had a partner, wrestler number 1. And then he disappeared. But wrestler number 2 used to catch you with that knee raise. It was like Dusty Rhodes and the bionic elbow. I'm trying to remember who it was that wrestling. Was it Rick? He and Ric Flair used to get at it. Or was it? I'm trying to remember. They were trying to ban Dusty Rhodes in a match from using the bionic elbow.
Yeah,
because that was his thing.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember when they were trying to ban the DDT. Y'all remember that too?
Yeah, man. But see, you know,
the DDT.
A lot of people start talking
the
about.
Dude came out there with that big ass car crash neck brace.
Yeah.
Remember that when they went in the car crash, they wear that big
the big neck.
I remember that. I know you can't do that Coco Beware move anymore. The Ghost Buster.
Yeah, the butt buster. The butt.
Bro, he used to hold up dudes up like that out of their neck, bro.
Yeah.
I used to love Coco Beware.
Yeah.
See, before there was Shawn Michaels, it was Gentleman Chris Adams with his super kick.
Yeah.
But you know they banned the pile driver. You can't do that anymore.
Nah.
Yeah, a lot of guys are getting jacked up with that one.
Although they did let they had what's his name do it against Rhodes not too long ago. They let it do it out of retirement. They took it out of retirement.
Kevin Owens?
Yeah, Kevin Owens.
That's right. Yeah.
Wow.
He was in a neck brace after too. Just he was like signing autographs with fans with a neck brace on.
Wow.
Yeah, it's okay, guys. I'm doing all right. He has that lift.
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Bro, the reason why I brought up the intros, because now the intros are so different now with so many pyrotechnics and all this stuff and bands being associated with a specific wrestler.
Thanks.
But there was a time when you heard like it would be like Tito Santana would be defending the Intercontinental belt against a mystery challenger, and then you would hear dun 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 dun, and you see Macho Man up on the thing.
Oh yeah,
and you're like, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like that or
Ricky Steamboat.
Yeah.
Ricky Steamboat and Ric Flair used to go
at it, bro. At it. But then with another intro, it'll be like, you know how wrestling would be like in that 2-hour window? And they'd have all the jobbers fighting first, like all the jobbers be fighting and whatever. And
Barry-O.
Yeah.
Like that dudes.
And then at the end, towards the end of the show, they crank up the music and now the defending WWF champion of the world, and you'll see my man up there with American and all that, and you waited like an hour and a half for this one moment, bro. And when you were a kid, you used to rip you remember when your mom used to buy you the A shirts, the wife beaters, and you be in the kitchen just like
rip the wife beater.
Yeah. And your mom be like, "Oh, what are you doing?"
See, now I'm about to say,
what's wrong with you?
Now I'm about to say something freezing, really rub you. I'm about to put a rock and a thorn in your sock. I wasn't big on Hulk Hogan. I never was. See, Ric Flair was my guy. Limousine riding, jet plane flying, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun.
You were an NWA guy then.
Oh man, look, and it was Mid-South before it was NWA. It was Mid-South, and we had it was WCW Mid-South. I'm trying to remember.
Please tell me you watched Down South Georgia Wrestling. I know you watched Down South Georgia.
Yeah,
that's what.
Yeah, I mean, we had WWC, we had WWF as well, but me being in Louisiana, we had WCW right over. Well, it wasn't WC. It was, I forgot, it was AWA that came out of Dallas.
AWA. Yeah.
Right.
It was in Dallas, and then we had Mid South, and we had the Georgia. So we had like 4 different, because that's back when it was regions. So
Yeah.
me being Louisiana, I caught all that. So
Yeah,
I'm seeing Dangerous Dan Spivey. Of course you had Cowboy Bill Watts, Dirty Dick Murdoch, Big Cat Ernie Ladd.
Big Cat Ernie Ladd, bro. Come on. So you remember Cactus Jack then?
Yeah, I remember Cactus Jack. Yeah, before Mick Foley, when he was Cactus.
Mhm.
Look, the Funk Brothers. When
Terry Funk.
Yeah, Dory and Terry Funk back before they started doing all that. They were the original beginners of the hardcore stuff.
Yeah.
You see cats get busted over, get the rape, they bleeding all over the place. You had I remember they broke out Lord Humongous one time.
Oh wow.
Lord
Yeah.
humongous.
Lord Humongous. And then
Wow.
you had I remember when Big Van Vader first came on the scene.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sid, he got to WWE, he was known as Psycho Sid.
Yeah.
Psycho Sid.
But-
Yeah.
They still have
way,
it.
he was
The
Sid Vicious.
DCW.
So, the Steiner brothers
Yeah,
before Rick and Rob Steiner.
One of them had the helmet, right?
Yeah, that was Rick. And then
Yeah.
when Rick left, he stopped. Then his brother turned into Big Papa Pump.
Right.
Big Papa Pump got your hookup.
Yeah, Buff
Hey,
Bagwell.
I'm gonna question Soulfinger real quick, everybody. I'm gonna make sure he ain't using Chat GPT. Bro, you remember Big John Stud?
Yeah, I remember Big John Stud.
Mhm.
Of course, I remember Big John
Andre
Stud,
the
man.
Giant hated him, bro.
Man, Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant, man, he broke him down. He picked him apart. He deboned him like a fish. Those
Bro, I
chops,
saw him do that chop across that, because I thought wrestling was fake until I saw Andre the Giant do that chop across his chest, and that man whole upper body turned red.
Mhm.
It wasn't fake when Andre was hitting Big John Stud. I tell you.
No, that was real because Andre the Giant, like Coach said, Andre the Giant hated Big John Stud. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, my other guy was
You don't step over the
Body
top
Ventura.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Jesse the Body Ventura.
Mhm.
Yeah, man.
Boa.
Yeah, that's.
The British Bulldogs were my team.
Oh yeah, the
bro.
British
I
Bull.
love
The
them.
British Bull when they came.
Davey Boy
back.
Smith,
Oh,
Dynamite
Yeah,
Kid.
boy, yeah.
Dynamite
Yeah.
Kid, bro. The Dynamite Kid was doing stuff, bro. That dude was
Crazy.
an
That dude was bonkers.
athlete. He was definitely on the juice, but he was an athlete.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
let me ask you, fellas, this: what tag team before he became the Ultimate Warrior? Who was his tag team partner when he first came? When he first started up?
He was
What
with Barry
was that?
Windham. He was with Barry Windham, right?
Nope.
That was Mike Rotundo wasn't around
Nope.
anymore with Barry Windham.
Nope. This was
Um,
before he came to W. This is before he got to WWF.
I don't even remember him in the tag team. That's
I don't-
crazy.
yeah.
He was one half of the Blade Runners. His partner was Sting.
I knew it. I knew it was
Oh.
Sting. That's right. But I didn't remember the name of the group, but Sting was on my mind.
Yeah, they were the Blade Runners.
Yeah.
They didn't last. They didn't really pick up. And then he came up to WWF, became the Ultimate Warrior, and took off. Sting went the way he went and blew up the way he blew up.
Yeah.
But I remember that. I remember when they first came out, like, man, these cats huge. They're gonna be the next Road Warriors. You're thinking
Yeah.
they're gonna be like that. And then you had the Four Horsemen,
Mhm.
whatever iteration you like. The original with Arn, Tully Blanchard, and Ole Anderson and Ric Flair.
I just never got. That was just like always to me, like a thrown together hodgepodge of dudes. Like they didn't match up like to me, like as a group.
Man,
Right.
the Four Horsemen, the original Four Horsemen was no joke. But I like when they brought in my guy Lex Luger, the Total
Lex
Oh
Mutants.
yeah, wasn't Terry Funk with them or two?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Terry Funk wasn't one of them. It was Mongo Steve McMichaels. He got in as
That
well.
was later, right? That was in
They-
the 90s.
Yeah,
And they brought in Benoit later
Yeah.
too.
yeah. Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there.
But I don't know you just the Generation X, when it comes like the group stuff, they just took it to another level.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you're looking at in the '90s when they started doing the Extreme. That's back when you had the war between WCW and WWE.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
they did the NWO.
Ted Turner was too nice. He didn't want to put him away because he could have taken Vince out, but he was just being nice about it. Vince got that second win and did what he did. But NWO and D-Generation X was like the thing. The NWO thing got carried away because everybody was NWO. I was like, man, everybody. It got too carried away.
Every week they was getting a new member, and
Mhm.
Yeah,
They
when
ruined it.
Virgil and wasn't Virgil in there with the
Virgil came in, but when
Yeah.
he brought in Macho Man came back out of nowhere. You're like, what? The
Yeah,
hell?
when Macho Man was all jacked up and
Mhm.
Oh man, yeah, he came back. You knew you knew what time. That was just like Eddie Guerrero when Eddie Guerrero left WCW and came up to WWF, and I was looking out like, damn, Eddie got huge. But you know, that's before I
But
really
he
realized.
came in with the Radicals though. It was him and Perry Saturn.
Oh
Benoit.
man, Perry
I
Saturn.
forgot the other guy. Forgot the other guy that was done with them.
Well, see, Perry Saturn was with because Perry Saturn used to be with Raven.
Right, Raven, right.
Yeah.
But they didn't catch on when WCW got absorbed into WWE. A lot of those they just didn't pick up like they were down there. Because you even had what else they had? They had
You talking about X-Pac?
well, X-Pac came down to NWO when he was just X, and they threw the X-Pac. Well, they threw the X-Pac on.
Yeah.
and then
He
then you had
started
like
out
a,
as a. I remember he started out as like a little lunch pail kid that was getting whooped
The
on
1,
all
2,
the
3
time.
kid.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
1, 2,
The
3
1,
kid.
2,
There you
3
go.
kid. Yeah,
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, you're right.
and you had the Hart Foundation.
Mhm.
Yeah. The Harts were just known throughout. That's probably one of the most respected families next to the one of the most respected families next to the Von Erichs, even though the Von Erichs had that curse because Carrie, Kevin, and Mike, and David Von Erich. I remember seeing Fritz get in the ring, hit cats with the iron claw. I'm trying to remember who he called. I want to say it was the Von Erichs had this beef going with I want to say Chris Adams, and I can't remember who else it was, but Fritz got in and put the iron claw on what was it? On one of the managers. I'm trying to remember who it was, and he would get it off. And they were beating Fritz, and he still had the claw on. He had the claw. They beat him, and he passed out. He still had the claw going.
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you, before Jake the Snake got in the tights, wearing tights,
yeah,
he used to wrestle in cowboy boots and hospital scrubs.
Oh yeah.
You
I
know,
remember that.
he used to come in. That's the Jake the Snake I like. That cat come in, hit you with that DDT, slide on back out the ring.
Yeah.
Well, remember I remember when Ric Flair had he started another faction with what do we call it, Evolution with Batista and Randy Orton and Triple H. Like that they had that going for a little bit.
That was good. I think that was like a good jump off point for Batista and Randy Orton because they were so young.
Yeah, they were young.
Oh, you know what else we didn't think of? The Fabulous Freebirds, bro.
Fabulous Freebirds, Terry.
They were good too.
Yeah, Michael Wildfire Hayes, Bam Bam, Terry Gordy, and Buddy. Was it Buddy? What's Buddy last name? I want to say Buddy Ross.
Roberts, yeah,
Buddy Roberts.
Yeah.
Who's
I remember
Randy Orton's pops?
Cowboy Bob Orton.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
And then you had around that time you had Black Jack Mulligan, Bruiser Brody.
Yep.
You know who had a big ass faction in the family? Remember, like the Heenan family. Bobby Heenan had
a great faction.
He had a stable, bro.
Definitely.
Yeah.
He had King Kong Bundy, Mr. Perfect, Rick Rude, Andre the Giant.
Rick Rude was my guy.
Harley Race.
Harley Race.
Yeah.
Rick Rude.
Y'all remember King Harley Race?
Yeah, I remember
Hell
Harley
yeah.
Race. I remember they had a Saturday Night main event where Hogan faced Harley Race for the title, and Hogan, I think Hogan had won, but Harley Race destroyed the title,
Oh wow.
and they had to like make
Yeah.
a whole new world title.
Yeah, once Ric Flair beat Harley Race, that put him over. And it was over.
Yeah.
After that. He was
The
already
Yes.
running.
the missing link. They used to have him too.
Mhm.
Man, the great Kabuki.
Yeah.
Well, hey, one of the
The
things I
great
like
Muta.
about and what my bad, bro. I was just gonna say one thing I liked about King Harley Race is when you talk about managing a match, bro, nobody managed a match like King Harley Race. Like he knew everything to do, like time, situational. Like when you watch King Harley Race, you knew you was watching a pro,
Right.
Mhm.
right? You knew you was watching a pro, bro. He knew what to do in the ring. Like he knew how to keep their stamina up.
Mhm.
Like for instance, like if you threw him into the rope, he'll wait in the rope, and somebody to go dive in his chest with a knee, but he'll grab him and like
Right.
put him in a reverse headlock in the corner, and then you like, King, are they gonna choke him out? Like, nah, they over there resting, bro. They need yeah, like, but the nuance, you don't know that when you a kid, you don't know like these small
Mhm.
different, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I
Because
gotta
they
Yeah,
give
were
once I watched this one special. I mean, I just couldn't watch it. I can't watch it anymore because you already knew it was, how it's scripted and the things, that those,
Right.
people don't believe that, that would, oh, it's all fake. I said those moves in the ring are actually real. I remember kids used to when I was a little cats, putting each other in the figure four and breaking legs.
Yeah. Yeah.
We used to do that, put each other in figure four and see if you put them in and see if I can reverse it.
Mhm.
And people, that reversal don't work. The hell it does.
Yeah.
I got a good question for you. Who do y'all think should be John Cena's opponent in his retirement match at the end of this year?
I think it's gonna be Brock. I think because they had SummerSlam at the end of that match when Cena lost to Cody, he lost the title. Brock came out. I think they're gonna set it up for Brock and Cena one last time.
I couldn't tell you because I don't even watch it anymore.
I don't
I'm
watch
still
it
back
anymore.
in it.
I've actually rekindled my fire into it again because I watched that WWE LFG show,
Yeah.
the Future Greats and Legends of Future Great show.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
It's kind of like the Ultimate Fighter show for
Right.
wrestling,
Right.
And it kind of, I watched with my oldest son because my oldest son jokingly was like, "Oh, I could do that stuff." I'm like, they have like, in Florida, it's the headquarters is Orlando or Tampa.
Yeah.
And I go, they like old college athletes to go in that now. Like you should apply
Right.
for it. Why not? And he's a good looking
Right.
kid or whatever. He's got that vibe, I think. And he's a psycho, And he's like, I don't know, maybe I'll get into it.
I remember they used to have that old show, Tough Enough.
Yeah, Tough
Mhm.
Enough.
I used to watch that too.
What's the name came from Tough Enough? Maven, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, Maven.
Yeah,
Maven was
Maven
on
made
that.
it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And
Maven.
then I watched that show with Zach, my oldest son, and he got into it. He started getting into it. He was never really big into. I know I took him to an old match back when John Cena was still wrestling back in the day, and I think Roman Reigns was first starting to become the champ the first time and all that. And he kind of liked it then, but he was pretty young. But
Yeah.
I started watching that with him, and I kind of was like, okay. There was a couple of people I kind of started getting into. Like I'm really into. I mean, like the females are.
Mhm. They got a lot
taking
better.
off. They're like I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you. These female wrestling matches are better than the dudes.
Yep.
Like
I agree.
some of the skills they're doing, these girls are good, man.
Mhm.
That's because these dudes, some of these wrestlers are too big, bro.
Yeah, they get all stiff and too
Yeah,
big for
like
their
legit.
frames.
Legit, because there's a lineage, right? There's a lineage of wrestlers, right? So you have I don't know if y'all remember this name, King Kong Bundy.
Oh yeah, I remember old King Kong Bundy, but you
Right,
know,
King,
yeah,
King Kong.
you talking about his big boys, Freeze that was going over.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yeah, and
He was
and
But he can move.
what's the dude that invented the body slam? He
I'm
was
about to say earthquake, but it ain't earthquake. You know,
no, he created the body slam in the late '60s. It was his finishing move.
Bruno.
Gorilla Monsoon.
Oh,
Gorilla
Gorilla
Monsoon.
Monsoon.
Yeah, so Gorilla Monsoon was like the like one of the ones up to like the really big guys, show of force type guys, and then you
Right.
got your Gorilla Monsoon, and then your superstar Billy Grahams, and Hulk Hogan takes, superstars Billy Graham's whole thing. Him and Ultimate Warrior take Billy Graham.
Yeah,
Superstar
whole
I don't
thing.
think that's what he did.
Yeah, he did.
No.
Superstar Billy
Not what he
Graham
did.
took the whole. So I mean, Hulk Hogan took Billy's Superstar Billy Graham's style.
Yeah.
If you look at him, I'm here to tell you, I remember watching Superstar Billy Graham.
Yeah.
As a little fella.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Hulk Hogan, because took over from Superstar Billy Graham on that whole look.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause you ain't never seen nobody play to the crowd doing this, trying to get the crowd. I can't hear the crowd thing until
like
Superstar Billy Graham. Yeah, Superstar Billy Graham started doing that. Before that, nobody acknowledged the crowd. Right. Superstar Billy Graham was the guy where the crowd energy would get him going, and then he would go on a run. Now, did he always win? No. But Superstar Billy Graham, like, I just need some energy from somewhere. I just need to, he'd be looking around and he'll look at the crowd and be throwing his hand, then the crowd go crazy. And then he start getting this energy. And then the next thing you know, you see the Ultimate Warrior standing on the apron, shaking the ropes, doing the Superstar Billy Graham thing. You're like,
why he getting beat on?
Yeah.
But no one took the babyface comeback thing in a match to the next level like Hulk Hogan did. Bro.
Right.
Yeah.
When he started, getting that thing going, and when they would lift his arm, and then the third lift, like he took that to like.
It was captivating. That's why, like they had to cover it on ESPN and other networks when he beat Andre at WrestleMania 3.
Hogan was trash, bro.
That was like a major event.
No one's talking about Hulk Hogan's ring prowess.
Right.
We're talking about.
That man's finisher was a leg drop.
The number one.
It was more than the leg drop, though.
First you get the boot, and then you.
You get it, then you give it in. He pointed at me. Everybody go, you.
And then he points to that, points to that side.
It was,
But Coach, I say that as a converted Hogan hater. I used to be a Hogan lover. The dude Ted on here just now, we used to argue hours who was better, Hogan or Ric Flair, right? And
I'm a Ric Flair guy. I mean, that used to be the thing. I know a lot of people used to go at it. Who's better, Ric Flair or Hulk Hogan? And it depends on the area.
Now, as far as selling, Ric Flair's the ultimate seller, of all time.
Do you think so?
As far as in the ring, him selling, taking shots, and just
Flair had more charisma because the way he come in, Flair was flamboyant. That's his whole thing. He telling you, I'm a Rolex wearing. I wear these, $1,000 suits. It's so hard for me to hold these gators down. He was talking all that. He was talking about. It was like that's why I used to like when he and Dusty Rhodes would go at it in a promo. Dusty Rhodes was talking all super slick.
Right.
And then you had Ric Flair.
Let me tell you something, Jack.
Yeah.
Right. Right. I think the ultimate seller, not just to be disagreeable, I'm not saying it that way. I think the ultimate seller is The Rock. And the reason why I saw it, because I used to see, man, I saw Stone Cold throw The Rock into the rope and try to get the stunner and miss, right? and then the Rock hold the rope. You know how he's supposed to come back forward, and then he
Mhm.
back forward, like, oh,
Yeah.
right, and then he'll try to do the rock bottom on Stone Cold, and Stone Cold will flip him around and kick him in the ass into the rope, and then come back and get the stunner put on him, and then the Rock legit would flip around,
Yeah,
and around 2 times, and
Right.
fall out in the ring, and you like,
Right.
that's the goofiest.
See,
I mean,
Well, and-
everybody reacted differently to the stunner, though. I've seen like Kevin Owens
Yeah.
reacted differently compared
Yeah.
to The Rock.
like the what's his name? The way Razor, well, I call him Razor Ramon. He'll always be Razor Ramon to me.
Yeah, Razor Ramon. Yeah,
The way he used to react
Oh,
to it.
baby.
He did that pop up.
Right.
But like the thing with The Rock, he's gonna be guilty of, and he's like the Will Smith of wrestling. Like he got so famous outside of where he started that it's hard to come back to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
we grew up like there's our kids and the people of nowadays generation, they see him Will Smith the actor, you know. But we know him as the Fresh Prince.
Prince,
Yeah.
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 And even we knew him as DJ Jazzy Jeff in the Fresh
Mhm.
Prince before he was even the Fresh Prince of Bel Air as an
Right.
actor too. So like for him to go back into the rap game, it's the same thing. It's like when The Rock, like, come on, man.
Well,
Even
it's
though-
funny.
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Oh no, I didn't mean to cut you, Coach. It's just like it's funny when you said that because you know kids nowadays think Queen Latifah is just in movies.
Yeah,
and
that
television.
too.
Right.
Yeah. What's the movie she was in with Steve Martin?
Bring down the
Oh,
house.
yeah.
Bring it
Bringing
down the
them.
house.
Yeah.
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 You know how
Same
for
with
that.
LL Cool J and Ice-T. Like everyone knows them as actors.
Right.
Yeah, my kids didn't know my kids know Ice-T originally from watching Law and Order.
Yeah.
So I was playing 6 a.m. and I said, "Hey, you know what this is?" Like, no. I said, "This Ice-T." Like, what?
What?
I said, "Yeah,
The guy from
Yeah.
CSI?
yeah." That's what they were like. What? What? I said,
Hey.
yeah, that's Ice-T.
Yo, let me ask you this, Tromborough. Were you on the front stoop, the episode where DMC, it was like Sim, me, DMC,
Yeah, I was there.
Ice-T, all
Yeah.
of them was on the screen. Bro, Ice-T is crazy for real, bro.
Yeah.
I did like the dude you see, Ice-T is that dude, bro. Like what?
But I remember when I wound up I forgot what movie we watched. I don't know, it was a Mark Wahlberg movie. I forget what it was. I think it was Sniper, one of them kind of movies. So we had just watched it. My son was in high school. And I go just out of the blue, I go, hey, listen to this song. And I put on Good Vibrations. I'm Marky Mark in the Funky Bunch. He's like, who is this? And I'm like, no, just listen to it for a little bit. And he was like, it's all right. It's kind of, maybe my kind of thing, but it just sounds like an older rap song. I'm like, you know who that is? I go, that's Mark Wahlberg. He's like, nuh-uh. I'm like, yeah.
Bro, that's crazy.
Come on, like even we probably forget. I mean, not that he was a great rapper or anything.
No, I remember seeing that video come on Earth, turn the channel, like, oh, no,
I know.
I can't do that.
I mean, it was a catchy song. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You can't.
It was
it's
very
no
catchy, bro.
Ice Ice Baby situation,
But
Oh
but
man, don't get me started on that one.
anything you put Martha Wash on though, that's one of the voices.
That was
Yeah.
gold. Her
Yeah,
voice was
all
gold.
you had to do is get Martha Wash, bro. You put Martha Wash on anything,
Yeah.
bro.
Right.
But like,
You-
yeah. Go ahead, I'm sorry, Freezy.
No. I was gonna say any of those hits that you heard from that era. Yeah, I remember everybody, Black Bottom.
Yeah.
That's Martha Wash. Yeah, I remember CNC Music Factory.
Well, I was
Oh,
about
yeah.
to say,
I have
That's
that
Martha
album.
Wash. Yep.
bro, they were good to me.
Yeah.
even though they
Yeah.
were house like dance rap,
hmm
like Freedom Williams, that dude had a good tone. Like
Yeah.
his raps were actually pretty good,
Yeah.
but they weren't as respected in the rap world because it was dance rap. You know?
Right.
But his actually flows are actually pretty good if you just break
Mhm.
down his rap section and the way his tone sounds. Like
Yeah.
I actually used to F with it. You know, I was like,
Yeah.
this actually is pretty good. Pause, take a breath and go for yours
Yeah.
on my command. Now hit the dance floor. Gonna make you sweat till you bleed. Is that dope enough? Indeed. I mean, that you put that on a different beat, that's pretty fire.
Man, look, I'm gonna tell you, you would hear CNC Music Factory overseas like you somebody pushing a doorbell.
What? It was what?
Man, it was going on, man. Oh,
I gotta see if Freedom
oh.
Williams did something after that.
He
I
did
remember
the
seeing
Lisa
him
Christine Coat Jam joint, and then after that, it was like a rap.
Yeah, I saw him in Hawaii at during Pro Bowl weekend. He was in
Yeah,
up in this
they
one
still
club.
doing tours and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, they played that. Oh man, CNC. Oh boy.
Yeah.
And it was funny when you're on deployment, man. You see get a bunch of sailors and Marines out there, dog. Get them full of that oil. Some of them, man. I was like, is he dancing? Is he having a seizure?
Hey,
Bro.
Milli Vanilli.
Oh man, it was bad.
And you
I'm
know
sitting there
what's
looking at
true?
these cats.
Hey, man.
Mess around. I'll tell you this.
Who didn't
you
like
seen-
Milli Vanilli songs? Be honest. When
I
they
wasn't
came
a
out.
fan at first. Now I like their songs, but I mean,
Yeah.
I was real young when that whole thing with them not really singing they songs, and I'm like, they got a Grammy for that?
Yeah, they got a Grammy. And then
crazy.
they
They got
told
two.
hey,
They got two of them.
Yeah, when they got put on the spot trying to sing.
Right.
Girl, you know it's girl, you know it's girl, you. They had that. They just see back then they had the remixes. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was the remix. But
But
it
I was
their-
laughing. I just
trap
remember
was
watching.
skipping.
Man, I was watching the video. I remember seeing the video and they trying to dance. I'm like, man, they stiff as a board. Like they got
Yeah.
4x4s in their jackets the way they trying to move.
Oh, they did
Yeah.
dance like they back hurting.
And they
Yeah,
definitely skipped leg
They were-
day too.
Oh man, they was in there dancing and stuff, and they had the big black clown shoes dancing. I was like, all right, man.
And they was wearing yoga pants before they were popular.
Yeah, man.
Bro.
With tuxedo jackets
with the big
oversized
shoulder pads
Yeah.
When I become president, my first executive order is going to be banning yoga pants, bro. Legit,
I don't know.
Coach,
I'm a big fan.
I was at a place today. Coach, just real fast. Just at a place today. When you do like anyway, I was at a work-related drug screen, right? This lady was every bit of like
Oh, boy.
5'2", and she had to be every bit of like 425.
But so 4x4.
But yes,
He tall by 4 feet wide.
but she made up for it by
Double
having on
wide.
hot pink yoga pants.
Double wide.
Oh my god, bro!
No.
I almost vomit,
See,
bro.
I'm
When
gonna
you
tell
reach
you,
a certain number, you can only allowed to wear a black one.
And you listen, and listen, it's your life. Like Too Short say, it's your life. Don't be stupid though. Y'all remember that from Too Short? Shorty the Pimp? Any Too Short fans in here? Yo, it's your life. Don't be. You know what I'm saying? Like some stuff, bro. When you know what I'm saying, you might not, even though you might be feeling it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, Uncle Freezy at that place where I'm not gonna wear skinny jeans or skinny joggers.
Why not, man? Just wear them, man.
Right, because I have self-esteem, bro.
Hey,
There's no such thing as skinny jeans in our size.
I
So they
know.
got a spot. Hey, look, they got
Regular
a
jeans
spot
are
out
skinny
here.
jeans.
We got a spot out here called the 94 Aero Squadron, right? And you have First Friday, so everybody goes. I went this time. Met up with some folks from the job. We went up there and stuff. And my one homegirl was like, "He don't have any friends." And I was like, "Who?" I looked and I saw this cat. I was like, yeah, he don't have it. Him not have friends.
Right.
Him not. You can't be a hefty fella trying to wear skinny jeans. On top of that, you can't sag them. You can't be a big fella
And you
with skinny
sagging.
jeans and you sagging. I mean, he got him under there. So we don't want to see your drawers, dog.
It's a double no.
Yeah, man. Oh, it was, yeah, yeah. It was bad, man. It was bad. My man thought he was doing it, and I was like, I ain't the, I know I ain't the God's gift to everything or whatever, but you got to have some kind of dignity about
Yeah.
yourself, man. You can't walk around with your pants under your butt trying to wear skinny. Look, skinny jeans and stuff is made for skinny people. They say skinny for a reason.
Was he wearing slides too or flip
Oh
flops?
no, he had on some sneakers, but I was still like, dog, come on, bro. See,
I
that's
had on
why
some
I wanted to be a
Timberlands.
designer. I wanted to be, man. A lot of cats don't wear Tim. I wear my Tims. Like I said, I wear Tims, right? And being over here out here in Dago, first thing they look, they see me in Tims, everybody swear up and down. I'm from New York, so that's what I
My
get.
legs are heavy enough.
Yeah, so I wear Tims year round, man. I have no
Wear them
problem.
things.
But what I wanted to do at one time, I was talking about this. I said, I'm gonna start a clothing line for the big brothers. Call them field hand jeans. Starting you got to be at least start from 250 and up to wear my
Yeah.
gear. Because
I can't stand when I see them big and tall ads and the dude's only like a 2XL. Oh, that dude
man,
that ain't guy
the
big and tall.
man,
He's
big and
barely
tall
he's
stuff.
barely a linebacker.
Man,
Right.
the big and tall stuff, man, what tee me off is if you go into stuff with some size, for the bigger size cats, they got all grandpa and pawpaw type stuff. Like, hold on,
Yeah.
man.
Mm-hmm.
Got
Not
us looking like a
everybody.
lampshade.
Yeah, man, you got pants with the elastic in the waist. Like, come on, man. So you done
Yeah, like
regress.
they
You
giving
wear
us like
elastic.
they giving us maternity pants and shit.
Man, look, got cats wearing the old school coaching pants.
I kind of
Yeah.
like those.
Yeah, you
that's
talking
what-
about the DB coach? The DB,
Yeah.
the DB coach with them parachute pants on. Like,
Yeah, man.
I remember the first time, like our DB coach was out there with the Miami Dolphins parachute pants on, like the teal, orange, and white.
Yeah.
And I was like, Pete. He's like, yo, hey man, I told you can't be calling me Pete. I'm like, man, what the fuck? Because his name is we had to call him Coach Peterson, right? But my people them call him Pete. He from around the way. Like, man, Uncle Freeze, I told you, man, I'm Coach Peterson. Pete, what the fuck you got on? Would you like these? Hell no.
Hey, man, and then the thing is, some of them cats used to, man, back in the day, you remember cats, those old heads used to wear those jokers and throw on some white loafers.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah. I mean, I don't jog in them. But they call them joggers, but I like them joggers. I be wearing them.
Oh, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with them. But I'm just saying, if you're a certain size, you shouldn't wear. Man, I'm 260. I'm not wearing no hot damn skinny jeans.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. That's just in itself. It's just, yeah, man. Big fellas wearing skinny jeans, it's like you have no friends.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's why.
And it's not. And I'm just saying this. I ain't trying to body shame, but everything just because they make it in your size, don't mean it's your size.
Yeah.
I'm body shaming, bro.
I've always been they're kind of pricing out, but I mean, sometimes they have deals, but that's why I like when DXL came out.
Mm-hmm.
They used to call it Destination
Yeah.
XL or Destination Mail or whatever. They actually had nice stuff for bigger dudes.
Yeah.
And the one thing when people used to make big and tall stuff, we're hell on seams and crotches, on pants.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times they would cheap out on the sewing.
On the material,
the material on them bigger size. But DXL was the first ones that I used to get like pants and shirts from, where it felt like a decent, pair of pants or a shirt. Now you can get some good big boy stuff.
Yeah, they got some nice stuff. No,
Even on Amazon, like no name, so some Asian company name, and then
you got to be careful with that though, Coach.
Yeah.
You know, you saying, look, they just say you wear a triple X in a shirt, and you buy a triple X, but that
triple
thing
X
is
in
actually,
China is like a medium.
Yeah, and then you put on a triple X and it's all tight, and you're like, wait a minute, it's not a triple X, this is it's an XL. You look like you got on a medium shirt.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And that happened to me. I ordered because I wanted a double X on the shirt. I got this joke and I tried to put it on. I was like, man, for real. I wanted to give it was a sweatshirt it was a Boondocks sweatshirt. I tried to put that joke on.
What you know about the Boondocks?
Yeah, man. It was a Boondocks sweatshirt.
What you know about the Boondocks, bro?
Yeah.
And I was sitting there and I heard Chris Farley in my head. Big guy in a little coat.
Yeah, man.
That was me, man. I'm trying to put it on.
Bro,
You know,
rest in peace, Chris Farley. That was a funny cat.
Make me appreciate this dude even more, bro. I think the Boone, in terms of comedic satire, I think it's the Bible of comedic satire, bro.
Oh,
even over,
doubt.
what's the one in Peter Grip, Family Guy? Even over Family Guy. Yeah,
Family Guy was out there, but not. I mean, they had it, but I mean, do a Down and Dirty. Yeah, Boondocks. The first 3 seasons.
The first 3 seasons.
I can't. Not the fourth. That fourth was like the 4th season. I was like, boo.
Yeah.
I was like Riley on that 4th one. Boo.
I mean, I love it, bro. I love like the one with Lil Wayne was on there when they came up from Katrina. Remember the Katrina?
Yep.
I love that, bro.
See, my joint is the Hateocracy with Bushido Brown.
Bro, I think Bushido Brown. The how many episodes was he on? Like 2 or 3? Was it
he was
1?
On 3. I want to say he was in 3 episodes.
Just the Bushido Brown thing, bro.
Bushido Brown.
For those of us that like martial arts, bro, the Bushido Brown dude, bro. You know I think they did that off of Jim Kelly. You remember Jim Kelly?
Yeah, Bushido Brown was Jim. They got him off Jim Kelly.
Yeah, man. Jim Kelly.
Because you remember the Hateocracy was so many things rolled into one. You had the Flying Guillotine. You had Jim Kelly, but then you had the Hateocracy was Fred Sanford, Aunt Esther, and a George Jefferson / JJ.
Yeah.
And the way they was scrapping had me rolling, man. You know, Granddad was no joke with that belt.
Right. I thought they were gonna try to make a video game out of that, bro.
Oh man, they could have, but you know, rest in peace, Bushido.
Yeah, because he got the business. Yeah,
he was giving it to him until. And then the other one was the other one I liked is the Scarface episode when Riley was selling candy.
Yeah.
But it was funny because
that's my joint.
It was Scarface, but you know there was Scarface, New Jack City, and I want to say a little touch of Belly in it. But when
I think it definitely King of New York. Another
King of New York, yeah. It was the King of
Yo, and anytime you do such and such, pay me. That's King of New York.
Yeah.
Anytime you says it, pay me. Yeah.
I don't care if the kid is selling a nickel bag in the park. I won't in on it. That's what the King of New York. Where Riley was going in, but what had me rolling was the little girl, the little blonde girl pulling out the bat, beating the hell out of everybody.
Yeah.
Or the kickball episode.
Yeah. Well,
the kickball episode was crazy.
When she said either you gonna get down or lay down, bro.
Yeah, you gonna get down or lay down. I was done.
Yeah.
I was done.
Well, I mean, I watched obviously from the beginning, but when they came out in that first season and they had Martin Luther King come out of the coma.
Oh.
I'm like, bro.
Oh, then when
and he was like, seeing what modern America was like and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was hilarious.
the return of Stink Meter. When he
Yeah.
took over. Oh no. When they went to prison.
Yeah.
They
Bro.
went to prison, and you saw Fleece Johnson.
Yeah.
I call him Kevin. I call you Chris Hansen.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I like you, and I want you. We do this the easy way or the hard way. What are you doing in this show? Or the hard way it is.
And then it was the Gangstalicious stuff.
Oh,
I love
Gangstalicious was
Gangstalicious.
I want
I
you
love Mos Def
thug
in
in
that, bro.
love. What had me rolling was, if you notice, Eat Dirt. Every time they show Eat Dirt, he was getting hit in the head with a chair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you had it was funny hearing Buster and Snoop doing voices on there, and Sticky.
Wrong.
But then when you had Charlie Murphy and Samuel Jackson,
Yeah.
Mhm.
that was comedy gold right there, man.
That was.
What about LaMilton?
Oh,
Kid.
smoking with cigarettes?
Yeah.
Oh,
I like doing bad things. I like smoking cigarettes. And that was they spoofed Halloween with them though. That what made it so bad. I was
Right.
like, oh, y'all just over the top on that.
Gangsta, that was Mos Def, wasn't it?
Yeah, Gangstalicious Mos Def.
Most
Yeah,
definitely.
When Riley was walking around wearing all the women clothes, talking about.
But then there was Cedric the Entertainer did he was the pastor.
Yeah. But right, I'm gonna tell you another one, and I don't know if you cats was watching it. Was Black Dynamite.
Yeah, I love Black Dynamite.
Saw the movie. I didn't see the animated.
Oh, you gotta watch the animated.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta. The very first one, they go at Michael Jackson, dog.
Wow.
They went at
boy.
Mike, and I'm not gonna even ruin it for you. All I know is you're gonna find out about Shimon.
Oh my God.
Shimon.
Oh,
Cream
yeah.
corn. He told Cream Corn, do you want to know what happened to Shimon?
Wow.
Yeah, the Black Dynamite. But the thing is, then they did one episode they did The Wiz. And you got Crackhead on there. All I can say is Crackhead had a rhyme. And I was dying. Crackhead rap.
Wow.
Yeah, Black Dynamite was. You got to see that because they.
I don't think I've seen that one. I don't think I saw
Oh
that.
man. Oh yeah, you got to see that one. Had me crying. Or when he went on Sesame Street.
Yeah. Did y'all ever watch the PJs?
Oh man.
Yeah, I was a PJ. Yeah.
I think I saw like a few. How long did it stay on? 2 years?
What PJs? They won't.
It was like 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah. It was short. It was like on ABC. ABC it was.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to watch a lot of it because I was always either deployed. I was deployed or something. I always wound up being deployed.
Right.
Oh, I used to watch. Did y'all ever watch Afro Samurai?
I love
man,
that.
yeah.
Bro,
That should
I
they need to
watched
bring that back.
I know.
I
I hope
watched
they
that
do.
I watched that 4 times already.
Yeah.
Because it's on Crunchyroll and you can watch it on any kind of stream, even the movie. The movie.
Yeah.
See, I haven't seen the movie yet. Is it the Resurrection or something?
Yeah. Movie was good.
I gotta watch it. I don't know why I never saw it,
Yeah, you go in on the movie.
but I definitely like.
He was catching the killer that killed his father.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, and the RZA did the music. Did like a soundtrack for it.
Yeah, you did the soundtrack and everything. You know who was the voice of the killer that killed his pop, right?
Nah, who's the voice?
Ron Perlman.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow. I like Ron Perlman, bro.
Yeah, Ron Perlman, aka Hellboy.
Hellboy.
Oh Hellboy.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Didn't in the movie wasn't like Mark Hamill one of the voices of somebody? Afro.
I think he may
I
have.
heard Mark Hamill.
I think he may have been. Mark Hamill's done so many voices.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, he was the
You know,
Joker.
That's the one everybody knows. He's iconic for the Joker.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is a show I used to watch with my kids.
You talking about Batman animated series?
Yeah.
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 Mark Hamill does a lot of voices. He did another voice for another show that used to come on called Regular Show. He plays a Yeti named Skips. Yeah, Mark Hamill's been in on a lot of
Wise,
stuff.
yeah, a pimp named Slickback. Salute to Wise.
Yeah. Cat Will,
Wise,
yeah,
yeah.
his name Slickback.
No, say it all together. Say it with me. A pimp named Slickback. Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you, JB Smooth does he's the son of Kermit the Frog on Black Dynamite.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Actually,
my
JB Smooth is another cat that's has been doing a lot of voices too.
Yeah.
All right.
But that man, once just watch watch it. Just watch Black Dynamite
Mhm.
and just you'll come back and be like, man, they burnt for that one.
Yeah.
This is wild. It's just kind of wild. You know, you think about some of the cats that's done voices and stuff.
Right.
You know, it's just some people like when watching the Boondocks, and I was like, wait a minute, that's Charlie Murphy.
Mhm.
It was Wentzler when they first went to the Wentzler's house,
Right.
and Riley and him were upstairs, and Riley shoots him in the chest, shot him out the window,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and just the way he was screaming going down. Oh, man, I was crying.
Hey, have y'all ever watched Big Mouth?
Yes. That's on Netflix. I watched that too.
Bro,
Crazy.
I haven't
bro,
watched that.
bro, you gotta watch Big
Yo,
Mouth.
that's a straight adult humor
Bro,
cartoon.
it's hilarious, bro. It's one of the funniest cartoon shows I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out because I'm gonna tell you another one. Yeah, is American Dad.
Yeah, that's good too.
But what kills me about American Dad is Steven. Old boy if he get a chance to sing, every time he get a chance to sing, I'm dying.
Yeah.
He was up there because I know they were out and he puts on Body and starts singing. I was dying.
Yeah. you know Jordan Peele in Big Mouth. He's the ghost of Duke Ellington.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
He does the voice of that. Just so you know that I don't want to ruin it for you. It doesn't ruin anything, but
Yeah, that's crazy.
he talks to the ghost of Duke Ellington at the school sometimes.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to watch that, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna check that out. Add that to my list.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for something else because
You know who Nick Kroll? You know Nick Kroll?
Nick Kroll. What was
He's,
what was it?
trying to think what he's famous for. He's a comedian,
Mm-hmm.
but he was in that. I'm trying to think what you probably saw with him in it. Man, he does a lot of character animated things. What's that show? Oh, he was in a show.
Let me look him up. I got my computer right here. You said Nick Kroll?
Yeah, Kroll. When you see him, you know who he is. Like you've seen him in things.
Oh yeah. I know you're talking about.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's kind of like a character actor, kind of, but he's out there.
He's in
bro.
Big Mouth, and he was in Sausage Party.
Yeah, Sausage Party, Captain Underpants.
Uncle Drew.
Uncle Drew,
Okay.
yeah, he was in that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he always but he had a show called The Kroll Show. That it was like a variety show for a while where he did a bunch of characters and shit. That if you ever want to watch a show that it was basically a white dude's version of the Chappelle Show.
Okay.
But he would do some crazy shit, bro. Like crazy. I think it's on Paramount right now, but it got great reviews when it was out. But
Yeah, the Crow show it was like from 2013 to
2 or
2015.
3 seasons.
Okay.
But like a couple of the guys that were on that show with him have roles on Big Mouth, like the voices and stuff. But
Yeah,
like,
Big Mouth been going for 8 years.
there's that many seasons of Big Mouth.
Yeah,
I missed a lot of them.
2017, 2025.
Wow,
Yeah.
I gotta catch up. I think I've seen the first 3 seasons. So what's cool about Big Mouth is it goes through the awkwardness of like, middle school.
Yeah.
Like when you start thinking about sex and
Mhm.
you're getting, masturbating, all that stuff, and all the comedy that circles around that kind of stuff. But all the characters that are in it, bro, they're crazy, man.
Yeah.
But they have like alter ego, like Maya Rudolph plays like the voice of what is it, like their conscience, basically.
Yeah.
Like and that Jason Matzoukas is the voice of Nick Rose. He's hilarious. I've seen him around. He's been in a lot of movies. Like he's like another character actor. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Hey, did y'all get to Futurama yet?
Oh
Wait,
yeah,
what?
I never watched that.
Futurama?
Future.
I never watched it.
You
You never watched
watch
Futurama? Man,
No, I never watched it.
Bender
Oh, yeah.
makes the show, man. I was like, Bender always,
Mhm.
Bender's always up to something.
Hey, keeping it a stack, Futurama might be the GOAT of all the shows that we mentioned, bro. It may be.
Futurama's funny.
Futurama is, yeah.
Hey, when they was on the Amazon planet, talking about death by Snoop Snoop.
Well, Katie's. Just so you know, Tribal, Katie Seagal. Peg Bundy plays. You ever see like the Cyclop woman that's in Futurama?
Yeah,
That
she's
one
on
eye?
there.
Oh, she's in it? Okay.
She
Yeah,
does the voice. She does the voice of her.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
You know, she got a distinctive voice. She doesn't change.
Yeah, you can tell it's her.
It's her.
Leela, that's right. Then Zoidberg.
Zoidberg, yeah. And then what's my man, Jamaican cat?
Oh, that was his name. Oh my God.
I can't call his name. Zoidberg be getting caught up in everything.
Barbados Slim.
Barbados. So yeah, Barbados.
Barbados
Barbados Slim.
Bro. But that one dude, Billy West, he does a lot of the voices. He does the main guy, Philip Fry. He does Zoidberg. Professor Farnsworth, he does that voice too.
Right.
And Zap Brannigan.
Oh yeah, Zap. Yeah, he's supposed to be a knockoff, Captain Kirk knockoff.
Yeah. But like, I don't know, man. I would say originality wise, like Futurama's up there for sure.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you what I'm always down for it is, and when it comes to Family Guy,
Yeah,
is to
Family
see
Guys.
Peter and that damn chicken.
Chicken, yeah.
Peter
Yeah.
and that chicken.
Those
I'm
fights.
always down for those fights. Hey, they made plane crash. They had plane crashes. Bridges were going on. Half the city was blowing up. They battling. Just out of nowhere.
Family Guy. Yeah.
Okay.
No, go ahead. Family Guy is a situation where it's had such a run where I thought I saw most of them. And then I wound up getting this, let's say, I didn't have a traditional
Right.
app to watch.
You find a plug. You got a plug.
Yeah. I had a connection that hooked up my Fire Stick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it's always
And-
great. That's a great thing to have.
So there was a group of channels that had 24/7 versions of like shows, like any great show or popular show you can think of. There was a 24/7 channel, and it was all commercial free. I don't know who the dude was that set all this up. It was amazing, but they would actually play them in chronological order.
Oh, that's the business.
So if you you couldn't rewind or none of that, you just had to catch it at the right time. But you can catch it when they had the early Family Guys, when they were drawn a little different.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, and then you
When
go up to it.
Brown was on there.
Yeah, like you'll be like, go back on it like 3 or 4 days later, and they're like way later in the series. Like, man, that's still going. And every once in a while, I would just zone out and watch some. I was like, I never saw this episode.
Yeah, that was like the episode. I'm gonna tell you, when Meg went to jail and she came out.
Oh, poor Meg.
And then Meg always get done dirty. But then when Lois went to jail, she came out and she told Peter, take your clothes off, get on the bed. She had him in there crying. On the episode when Peter had amnesia and thought he was gay.
Yeah, that's
man. Or Quagmire met his daughter.
Oh yeah, that was
man.
like anything with it's always with whenever all the boys are together at the bar.
Oh yeah, they always clowning.
Any of those things, any of the conversations they have are just.
But I'm gonna tell you, for me, Coach, when Stewie showed how gangster he was, when he took Brian out, where my money, man? Where my money?
Yeah,
where my money, man?
That role was like,
yeah,
he beat the hell out, and then he shot him in the kneecap.
yeah. Yo, that's crazy.
Remember when Peter was on the Patriots?
Oh, awful.
Bro, I don't know what it is, man, but I was talking to ChatGPT about cartoons that have a talking dog.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like, because somebody told me this years ago that the Scooby-Doo gang were all high. That's why they thought Scooby was a dog, but he was actually their best friend. But they were so high they thought he was a dog. And so I went down the rabbit hole with ChatGPT, and then it started listing other shows where like the dog where the dog is talking. And
like,
you're like,
Blue Falcon and Dynamite.
Oh, there's a lot
these
of
people are high.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it's crazy, bro.
But you got to think about it, because I was laughing about it. Why did the so-called ghost or whatever monsters always find Shaggy and Scooby? Because
they were afraid. They were the ones that, they were.
That
Never happened to like Fred or Velma.
Yeah, because look, think about it. Look at, I'm breaking down the stoner way. Shaggy, look how Shaggy, he was all scruffy and whatever, like he just rolled out of bed. Him and Scooby were always hungry, got the munchies, always eating up stuff.
Whenever they get out of the back of the van, there's always a puff of smoke.
Yeah, they've been blazing, so they kept the munchies. Come on,
that's what we used to say back in the day when we had the munchies. Hey man, I need some Scooby snacks, bro.
Yeah, some Scooby snacks. There you go. Yeah, Scooby snacks. Yeah, they was, man. Look, Shaggy was a classic weed head.
Yeah, man.
Name Slick Back. I just noticed all the wise he said that earlier.
A pimp named Slickback. Well, so Mr. Slickback. No, it's a pimp named Slickback. Say it with me.
Oh God.
No, the R. Kelly episode. That was the other one. Well, if I could have moved, but he's the kid. He's the Pied Piper R&B. Yeah, man.
Where did Eddie Murphy go wrong? I don't know why it just made me think of it. But
Pluto Nash.
what? Yeah.
Yeah, Pluto Nash was the turning point.
Like, where
Yeah.
did he start? Like Pluto Nash, was that like his Bill Cosby's Leonard Six Part 6?
And coach, I think they all do it though, because
Yeah.
Steve Martin did it. Yeah, I remember later in Steve Martin's career, he started making some bad movies, except for the one he did with Queen Latifah.
That one was funny. That was
Yeah,
funny.
that-
Him and
that was
Gene,
funny.
him and what's his man? What my man?
Do you think some of them guys get bored? Or they do? I don't know. Like Jim Carrey. Did he do something that was like,
I mean, he was in the Sonic the Hedgehog films. That they did pretty well.
Yeah.
see, like, I'm trying to think what is considered a bomb for him. Like, he's had serious role movies that didn't go over well, I guess.
Yeah.
Eugene Levy. That's who it was. I couldn't think of who it was that was shooting the shot at Queen the whole movie. Eugene Levy's character.
Yeah, for talking about from
Oh,
Saturday Night
yeah.
Live. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
kept shooting his shot, and then I forgot Betty White was in it.
Oh yeah. But like, still to me, the funniest Jim Carrey movie ever is Me, Myself, and Irene, bro.
Oh man, that is crazy. That
Bro,
man, God,
Every time, that is, if you want to talk about the peak of comedian in a movie, just what he does in that movie is like, that's one of them movies like you got to go back and watch it another time or two because you're laughing so hard.
Yeah.
Like they do that pylon stuff, like you laughing through a part that's even just as funny, and you kind of missed it because she was laughing so hard at the other part. Like all the parts with his step, like just that whole beginning, bro, when he first flips and everything. That first half hour to an hour, that movie is just gold.
Oh man, look, hey, when he would switch personalities and he getting ready to fight, and he come down with his stance like he gonna box, and
Yeah.
the way he was doing, he was
What he's doing that?
I was done. I was done. And his
He puts
voice
his
changed.
thumbs in his hands.
Oh my God.
But dude, what was
I know
hilarious
you seen Me, Myself, and Irene. I know you seen that all.
is when he fought himself.
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Bro,
beating the hell out of himself.
That was like one of the most unbelievable. Like when he tripped himself and spit in his own face, and like it was. Oh man, that whole scene. But no, like the beginning where he first snapped, bro.
Oh yeah, when he was in
And-
in a police station.
Yeah, well, yeah. Even before that, like at his wedding,
I'm trying to remember. Oh, it's what? Yeah.
the little person. What's the name? The little black midget. What's the name? I know it's not. politically correct.
Golly, I forgot.
We
his
can't call
name.
them midgets no more, bro. We got to call
I
them
know.
ottomans.
I was correcting myself.
Say
I
ottomans, bro. You
think
can't call people midgets no
you
more.
people take checks. What do you mean? So it's a little people thing then, huh? But he happened to be in Mensa, and so was his like wife, and then the
Mhm.
3 kids. They were geniuses. The 3 kids.
Yeah, right.
And he
What
let
got
them
me-
he let them watch Richard Pryor, and then
And they start talking like Richard Pryor.
started
What got me was remember the one scene when after he took his meds. Well, he did take his meds. He had an episode, and he was dehydrated, and his lips
Oh yeah, right.
were all like they
making
were showing
face.
over teeth. Yeah.
Yeah, and we get you to shine that shit. Oh,
I love that movie, bro. I had that movie on VHS.
Yeah.
Me, Myself, and Irene.
Oh yeah, like because like some of the things, like when you think about like who, just like some of the little one-liners and things he would say, like when he started just when he woke up, they were in the motel room.
Oh, yeah. When he had the lotion and all that.
Oh, I
Wow.
was just going over the report and had the napkins everywhere.
He had the napkins everywhere. Then he had the dildo.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It's
my
like,
God.
you use it on yourself. He's like, oh my
You know, I was gonna ask you because at one time he was in the running to play the Joker.
Yeah.
Oh, he would have been. I mean, no offense to whoever else, but yeah, he was definitely. Well,
I
there's
think.
Now go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I think he would have been a hell of a Joker. I still say to this day though, Heath Ledger's Joker is just, and it's not because he died.
Oh yeah.
I was on that. Heath Ledger stole that movie, man. He stole that movie, and if he wouldn't have died, he was supposed to be in the last Batman. So the way they went, but Heath Ledger stole that movie. But Jim Carrey as a joke. Oh my God, that would have been insane.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen it? It's a pretty shocking movie now. Have you ever seen I Love You, Philip Morris?
Oh, that's cigarettes, right?
Well, that's about him and Ewan McGregor.
No, they were back in this. Is that no? That's not. I'm thinking when Ian McGregor was a skinhead.
No.
Sky, but that's something. That's a totally different movie.
Yeah, no. Like Jim Carrey becomes like it's based on a true story. He becomes like a con man, but he was a cop and he got married and started a family, all this stuff, and he had like a car accident, and after that, he was actually gay. And he went to prison and he met Ewan McGregor and they were in love and it was weird, bro. But it was out there. But
no, I ain't seen that.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
you talking about?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying it's out there. It's nothing to watch with one of your fellas. It's
Oh.
weird.
Well, you said that when you said going to prison. I thought about. I don't know if you've seen that movie. Let's Go to Prison.
Oh yeah, I saw that too.
Nah.
You seen that, Freeze?
No.
Oh man, yeah, that movie funny, man.
I
the thing is, the main character goes to jail. He goes to prison. The one guy, he hated him so much, he was happy, but then he realized, wait a minute, I'm not done hating on him, getting him caught up. So he gets himself arrested and thrown in prison with him, just so he could set him up to fail the whole time.
Oh,
so
shit.
It's a few people in that. It's a few people in it. All I know, I'll say you got to watch it, and I'm just gonna tell you, watch it, Freezy, and just remember this: Eskimo. That's all you need to remember. Eskimo.
Bro, there was a show on Showtime that Jim Carrey was in called Kidding. Bro, that's one of the best shows I ever seen. I'm not gonna lie. It was on for 3 seasons. Like, so he plays a character that was like, he was almost like Mr. Rogers. He was like famous.
Oh, yeah.
He was called like Mr. Pickles or something.
Mr. Pickle, yeah. It was kind of dark.
It was have some dark moments,
Yeah.
But Frank Langella was in it. That plays his dad.
I forgot about that
show. It's good, man. It's good writing, like that. Like Jim Carrey, it's one of the best acting performances I've ever seen him do. Like serious acting. It's a really well written show.
He's a victim of his own success.
Oh, for sure.
Because he was trying to do more dramatic movies and stuff like get out of that, but his comedy is so he's so good with the comedy.
Yeah,
he didn't want to see him because it was the movie he did with the was it 7mm or something like that? I can't remember. I think that's the name of it.
Oh, the number 23.
Number 23. Yeah.
That was out there. Yeah, that was actually when I watched that the second time. I liked it even more. That's one thing that's weird about Jim Carrey and some of his movies. Sometimes the serious movies he does, like when you first take it in, it doesn't always hit me right away. But like the second watch or the third watch, there's something about him and what he puts in his roles or something, like he draws you in eventually.
Right. Right.
That's what like the Truman Show was like for me. That because it had a hint of funny moments, but that was like his first serious kind of role, in a movie. And at first, I didn't really like it. It was like, yeah, it's hard to see
Him not be funny.
Ace Ventura like this, but then like
Right.
I like it even more every time I watched it. I saw like his process in it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, he has this other movie. This one's out there. It's called Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, I think it is. Or it's with Kate Winslet.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Spotless Mind. You remember that guy I was talking? Remember that movie adaptation I was talking about?
Mhm.
Right. Yep. Yep.
Okay, so that's his third movie, The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, with Jim Carrey. Like this guy writes really thought-provoking and crazy like kind of stuff.
Real cerebral.
Yeah, like so The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, it's got a lot of mental health stuff in it and weird like Kate Winslet, you don't know if it's actually a figment of his imagination or it's one of them ones. It's like you got to watch it a couple times. Be like, what the hell's going on here?
It's kind of like 12 watching. You had to watch the 12 Monkeys if you didn't catch it right off. You had to watch it again.
Right.
Yeah, that one's good. But,
I think Ace Ventura might be his funniest movie, bro.
oh, you can't. I mean, that Eternal Sunshine got 92% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's usually pretty good rating.
8.
But no, yeah, Ace Ventura, bro. Both of them. I mean, his original, because a lot of that stuff was ad lib and stuff he did on the spot.
Oh, yeah.
Just that whole, like when he does that, when he's in they go to that rich person's party, and he's the activist.
Oh no, what got me was
and
when he
punches,
was in the.
and you must be the Monopoly guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
When
he
he got-
punches him, and he's like, "Do not pass go. Do not like $200."
And when he got stuck inside the mechanical rhino.
Oh my god!
Oh my God. Yeah, man.
Warm. Dude, you know what's funny about Ace Ventura, especially with my really close group of friends I have. It's all movies we watch together coming up, and there's moments in our lives like when we're just hanging out or playing video games together or something, and we quote Jim Carrey, Ace Ventura stuff all the time. Like when it's hot somewhere in the house or something, I'm like, it's a little warm in these rhinos. We just say stuff like that, bro. And like we don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, but the second one when he had Tommy Davidson in The Village.
Oh yeah, Tommy Davidson. This is your champion? I didn't know the Wachati were biters.
Bro.
Shakaka. Shawshank Redemption.
Bro, I love Ace Ventura so much. I know the whole movie, the whole script from beginning to end.
Yeah.
I can quote the whole thing all the way. Well, I used to be able to do it.
Right.
Be able to do it. But
Mhm.
man. But
Your
since
gun is digging into my hip.
I used to know this movie named Class Act like that too, from beginning to end, everybody lying. But since we're talking about video games real quick, I just want to ask y'all something. Anybody here gamers? Like on the stick or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, I play.
My cousin told me that they don't make video games like they used to.
I don't.
And when he said that, bro, I was like, you a liar, bro.
Say it again. I'm sorry. As you say that, my boy's sending me a message asking me to play a game right now.
Bro, my cousin told me they don't make video games like they used to.
I mean, I don't think they do. It's,
No.
it's not. I mean, they got with some things they've improved. Then some of the improvements on some they've taken away. You know, I think because now they want everybody to do the whole streaming platforms for one, and that takes away when you want to do like if me and Try want to get on something and run a mission together.
Mhm.
You know, we just can't run a mission together. You gotta go through all this rigmarole to stream it.
Right.
So excuse me, 'cause like me and my homeboy, you know, one game I used to like to play was two. It was Army of Two.
I love that game.
Oh yeah.
Man,
Classic.
I love that, man. Loved Army of Two. Me
Yep.
and my homeboy, and then we played the second one. It wasn't as good as the first, but it was still on
Right.
point. They were coming out with a third, and they kept saying it's coming out with a third, and now that went away like a fart in the wind. And then
You'll be surprised. There's a lot of co-op games.
Yeah.
It's kind of like music to me now. Like there's a lot of good music out there. You just got to find it.
Yeah, I say all the time. You got to go digging deep.
Like the AAA gaming companies, they're just getting too big for their own good, and they're trying too hard with the microtransactions and making the game bigger than it has to be. And there's a group of designers and game developers that are just making good games and not worrying about all the fluff.
Right.
Like, you know, and it's one of them things where you just got to kind of find them, you know. Like there's this game that just came out recently. It was a one-man developer. It was called Schedule One. And it's basically you're a drug dealer. And it was made so well, though, and so simple. It was fun as hell to play. Like, it had a cool little story. You made all these different strains, and you had to go around and sell it in the neighborhood. It was just well-made game.
Right.
Like, there's like little gems like that are out there. Just like some of the co-op games. There's these guys on YouTube. I forget what they're called. They might be called the Co-op Bros or something. But they actually have a whole, like a monthly big episode where they talk about the new co-op games that you play with your friend.
Well, let me add, Coach. So, what type of game do you like, though? Like, what's your favorite type? Now, I guess that'll help you.
Man, it's really a mood thing. I hate to say that, but I mean, obviously, when I'm in the mood, I'm obviously into 2K and Madden and other sports games, but the gameplay in those games are trash now to me.
Yeah.
And the whole like 1v1 experience online, it's so like try hard and it's never good. And there's always just, I don't know, just something weird about it. But just the classic GM stuff, like wheeling and dealing in the rosters and like in the college football, I had more fun doing the recruiting and making the roster than I did playing the game.
Right.
You know, and now the competitive side of me, like I would get with my son and one of his college football teammates, and we do some of the 3v3, like online, football games and stuff, and go against other people on college football, and it was fun.
Right.
But I'm a pretty classic. I just like I like MOBAs, they're called. I play a game right now called Predecessor. It's in the vein of like League of Legends and a game called Smite. There's another game that's like that. They're like lane games, and like usually it's a 5v5, and there's a lot of strategy to it. And each character has a certain play style. Like you have assassin, you have tanky characters, you have people that shoot, you have like magic kind of characters, you know. I kind of like that, the team aspect of those kind of games. I used to be a huge Call of Duty head when it was in its heyday, but then when they started, it just started getting too, like where you couldn't play that game casually anymore because everyone was a damn psycho on that game. Like
Yeah.
it's like it got too crazy. Like
Yeah.
the skill gap. I mean, so I'm getting older. My reaction timing is quick anymore. You know, I don't know what it is. But.
Try, you feel the same way?
I think with Call of Duty, like because it got so popular every year, they started coming out with it every year. Whereas before they would take a couple years off. Now you expect one every year, and it just kind of gotten
Every
repetitive. Like
November, right? Every November, call it.
right, you know, and we wasn't used to that. At least when I had Xbox 360, it was like they had Modern Warfare, you had World of War, but they spread it
Yeah.
out. But it's like now because it got so popular, it's every year they bring one out, and I just stopped playing it after a while.
Yeah.
How y'all on Xbox?
I'm on
I'm on
Xbox
Xbox.
One. Yeah.
Oh my God, man. Y'all
Oh, you're doing Xbox One?
Yeah.
I'm a PC gamer now. I don't
Mhm.
console. I just couldn't. They're just consoles are ruining the gaming industry, bro.
Right.
Like, because what happens is developers they have to pander to people that have consoles because they know, you know, they're gonna get a lot of people buy their games.
Right.
Right.
Because not a lot of people want to shell out $600, $700, $800 for a gaming PC.
But the thing with PC though, I don't know if I just don't like the little screen, bro.
I got a 32-inch monitor right here.
Oh, okay.
But when you game, like even 32 is considered almost a little too big.
Right.
Like if you do pretty high level intensive FPS gaming, you don't want if you play on a really big screen, it actually it's not good.
And it distort stuff.
Well, because there's what's called input lag that happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like when you're playing like FPSs and games where you gotta really aim, like you know, it's actually
Oh, so the refresh rate doesn't happen. In real time, so it's a lag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you kind of don't notice sometimes because I don't know, like they usually have aim assist on console and controllers.
Yeah.
You know, so that helps with that a little bit. But ever since I did PC, I've been spoiled. It's just you have such a bigger library to choose from. And there's a lot more free games than you think of.
I'm the opposite, coach. So with me, I want to get a big, comfortable chair with a table next to it for my drink and snacks, right? On a big screen TV, so I can play Final Fantasy. Right? I think Final Fantasy is the greatest game series ever. Right? And not just because it's like because I'm a homer to it, right? But PlayStation in general is just better than Xbox and probably just has the better games, right? And you could probably play Final Fantasy on Xbox now. By now, you could probably do it. But the worlds are so big on Final Fantasy that you could spend a day basically going in a circle, like not in a meandering circle. But what I mean is, you can go forward, but you don't. You just stay in the world and just get what you can get out of that. Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. And then when it's time for you to hit the road, you hit the road. And now by the time you get to your stage boss, you can wipe the floor with them, basically. Right. And so Final Fantasy, the sports games, I think the sports games are always going to be cutting edge money grab, right? That's just what they are. No matter what, it could be FIFA, it could be what's the driving game? The F1 driving game. I forgot the name of it. But
F1
whatever,
racing.
Right. And then they have Forza.
Forza,
Forza, yeah.
that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be cutting edge. The graphics are gonna be fantastic, but so is the money grab, right? For it. Right. But like when it comes to games, I'm thinking like, man, have games really gotten better or have they gotten worse? And I'm in that mindset where I think games have gotten better, but it depends on what you're looking for. Because when I look back at Madden 26 and look at Madden 93, bruh, that's hey man. When the ambulance come on the field and run over your lineman just to pick up Dan Marino, yeah, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Or you just do hurdles all the way down the field with Neil Anderson.
all the way, yep. Salute Neil Anderson.
Nah,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, for me, I don't know. The game's pretty hard for a lot of people. I mean, it wasn't easy for me, but I completed it. I did Elden Ring.
Yeah.
That's one of
Yeah.
the best games I've ever played in my life.
Yeah.
That came out at a time where I was living in that world for months, but I didn't do nothing to play that game.
Right.
Like that's when you know a game. Like I couldn't wait to wake up to get back on that game. That's how good that game was. Them dude, they were good with that one.
Right.
Well, you know what game's gonna be the biggest when it comes out? Is that GTA 6. When that thing comes out,
Mhm.
people lose their minds, bro. And they're doing it like they're Rockstar Games. They know how to make some games.
Yeah.
Them Red Dead series.
Yeah.
You ever play them Red Dead Redemption games?
No,
I played the first one for the original Xbox. That was good.
Bro, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Hmm.
I'll put it this way. That's definitely one of the best games ever made.
Yeah.
Like the things they think of, they have all these little Easter egg things. Like the things that they let you do in that game, like you can feed people to alligators and like go to a random woman and tie her leg with a noose and drag her behind a horse.
Yeah.
Like like things that are wow. Like
Yeah.
right.
but then there's like this game I've been playing with my son called Grounded 2. Like the first Grounded was fire. It's basically like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You know, you're a group of like 4 little teenagers that got shrunk and you got put in the backyard. It's a survival game. And you fight all these bugs and you gotta make your fort, you gotta make weapons but it's all out of stuff that's like in a backyard.
Right.
But this Grounded 2 that just came out, you can have like a pet ant and you can ride the ant and stuff, bro. It's a well made. It's made so well. Like the animation's like great.
Right.
There's stuff they're making that's really like Pal World. You know, there's all these little gems that came out that are pretty good. But I agree. Like the big games and the big dogs, they don't make games like they used to. Like Call of Duty franchise. Like man, Black Ops 2 and 3, that's when it was like at its peak.
You talking about like 2016?
Yeah, man.
Hmm.
And like really when the first Battle Royale got started, that first Call of Duty Blackout,
Yeah.
that's still one of the best Battle Royales that ever came out. When it first came out.
Bro, my son's My son's legit played zombies for like
Oh.
96 hours, bro.
Yep. Like my buddy Dion, who lives in Arizona, he's the one that's texting me right now to play this game called Predecessor. You play. We used to play zombies. I've been friends with him since we were in middle school, and we still play video games together. So like, we used to my cousin, who unfortunately he's passed away now. We used to do the 4-man zombie, and on zombies, when you going through all them waves,
Yep.
you can't pause or you can't turn it off. You got to go hide somewhere in a corner, and your buddy's got to protect you for a second or something.
Yeah.
But you would just go till you died, and we did like a 24-hour. We got to like wave 87 or 90 or something. It was crazy, bro.
It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, we were way up there. We would try, but then see now even zombies, they got too crazy with it.
Yeah.
Crazy. I mean,
I'm surprised you remember that.
I know. We used to be on that one map that had you would go on the platform and you'd hit the lever and it would lift you to another area of the map.
Yeah.
I remember that. But man, that was back when you used to just have to fix the windows, board the windows back up, get extra gold or points or whatever. But then you get that certain weapon, get the ray gun.
Yeah.
But now they have all these crazy ass weapons. Too many weird,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I think I kind of understand where he was coming from, because he mentioned a game called Dragon's Lair, right? With Dirk Daring on it, and I remember spending like $3 on the game, bro. I'm still embarrassed. I spent like $3 back in those days. 12 quarters, bro.
Yeah, on that game, you waste a quarter quick because you make a wrong decision on the second or third move.
Yeah, you got to start all
Game
over.
over.
Yeah. Bro, it was a money pit, bro.
Remember when they started having 50-cent games? You're like, 50 cents?
Yep.
Yep.
Dragon's Lair was one of them. For us, Dragon's Lair in Jersey City, Dragon's Lair was 50 cents.
Damn.
Yeah. But they also had I don't know if they had it where you were, Coach, but they also had the one where you could sit down in the booth, like sit down and
Oh,
Yeah, we had that.
yeah, man.
Mhm.
And it was 50 cents, bro. You like what?
And we had that for the driving games though, with the steering wheel.
Yep. Yeah.
Mhm. But man, I remember some of the old like some of the old arcade like football games and stuff.
Mhm.
Man. High impact football, remember that one?
Yo, speaking of that, Coach, why did all those football games always have a team in Orlando?
I know.
Yo, every football game back in the day had a football team in Orlando, bro. Black and purple.
I don't know. I used to make I know when I made an extra team or a fake team, I always make an Orlando too sometimes.
Yeah,
But
man.
then like NFL Blitz came out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't beat, when Tecmo Super Bowl first came out,
Oh my God, bro.
when on Nintendo, I used to be able to save the stats.
Mhm.
That's when it
Boy,
was
you
so
thought you
cool.
was doing something, bro.
Yeah,
You thought Jesus Christ was coming back tomorrow, bro.
I remember I used to always try to get all three of my running backs to get 1,000 yards.
Hell
I
yeah.
used to always, and then I wanted to have like both my receivers have it.
That was days, bro. Did you see the thing where Dwight Howard walked up to Bo Jackson and was like, "Yo, I tackled you on Tecmo Bowl," and Bo Jackson was like, "Hell no, you didn't." Yo, Bo Jackson was so bogus on Tecmo Bowl, bro.
Oh, he was cheat code.
Yeah, man. How y'all like the Madden series?
I love it. I think it's the best series like ever. And I mean, I don't feel like it's they keep upgrading. I mean, they want you to believe like they keep upgrading it. I don't really feel like it's a upgrade. I mean, because like I've played it for so long, it's like every couple years they might add something that they should have added from a long time ago. But as far as like the gameplay to me is still the same. The graphics have evolved as well, you know. But I think it's the best football game out.
Yeah. I think it's the only. Well, no, it's not the only football game out, but
I think that what they should do, and I think it would help them and it'd be easier for them too, and it probably fix the quality of their game. They should come out because you can only advance graphically to the level of what the current generation of console you're on.
right.
So, like, even if, say, the Xbox Series X and S that are out right now,
Mhm.
the first Madden that was on those consoles, I think, was 22 or 23 or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So that should be the main Madden that comes out when the new generation of console comes out. That should be the Madden, generation Series S or Series X or Xbox,
Right.
the PS5 Madden, right? And then every year after that, you should have a DLC, like downloadable content, like all the new rosters,
Mhm.
and then any updates on the game, like little fixes, bug fixes. You ain't got to rehash or make a whole new game.
Patches.
Right.
Yeah,
I agree.
like and then if you want to charge $29.99 for the next year's patch, I'm sure they'll probably get more return customers or just as many from that. And
Right.
they probably get more customers if they did that, because that's what they do in other games.
Right.
Like there's some games out there on the computer, like World of Warcraft, games like that, Diablos of the world, like all those kind of games. But they'll go on for like 10 years and it's still the same game, but they just keep
Mhm.
doing patches.
GTA, Grand Theft Auto. Yeah.
Yeah, like GTA 5 has been rocking now for like 7 years or something, 6 years, crazy, some crazy number.
Right.
And it's still, and that's all they do. They just keep adding stuff.
That's what the WWE does with their game. Like anytime they come out with a new edition and there's like a roster change, they just have to download content. That's what Madden should do, especially now where I feel like the feature they need is you can be able to change your player's position. So if you use the Jaguars and you use Travis Hunter, he can play wide receiver or he could play cornerback.
Right.
Instead of just like one position, because they're going to use him for two positions anyway.
Hey guys, I gotta head out, man.
Me too. I'm gonna get out of here too, man.
I got my buddy blowing me up. He's just got done with. He lives in Arizona, so he's 2 hours behind. So it's 10:30 for him, and he just got done with date night with wifey, and this is his gaming time. He's like, "Come on, man, let's get on the game." He just had a new
I'm
update.
gonna get out of here too, man. Get me some sleep, bro. Man, that's tired, man. So
Yeah, if tomorrow or whenever this weekend,
we gotta talk some. We gotta talk some
next show.
Some Giants.
Yeah, we got to talk about the fantasy football stuff, bro.
Yeah, man. We gotta talk about these Giants, bro. Yeah, we gotta talk about these Giants, man. For real. This dude number 51. He the real deal, bro.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you, y'all should just go with Jameis Winston. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Because you ain't gonna win, but you'll be exciting, right? Russell Wilson, you're not gonna win, and you'll be boring.
You're probably better off with Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, him too. Yeah, all of them. Y'all be better with Brian Westbrook.
Oh man.
I know the Bucks had a dual practice with Pittsburgh the other day. Well, they made the Steelers look like a minor league team.
Wow.
Mike Evans was mossing everybody.
Mike Evans ain't nobody, bro. Mike Evans, man. He all right.
Bro,
He ain't better than Malik Neighbors, bro.
I don't know. That's their go-to receiver on the Bucks.
bro,
If
Mike
Malik
Evans-
Neighbors had Baker Mayfield, Malik Neighbors would have 150 catches.
He don't got that though.
I know. That's
Thing
That's their
is-
main offense. I don't know what they're gonna put out on the field.
Bro, the thing is, Mike Evans, he still got Chris Godwin.
Mm-hmm.
You got Bucky Irvin, Rashad White.
Yeah.
You got
never heard of him.
They got the tight ends.
the. We
Yeah, they got OJ
uh,
Howard.
OJ Howard. He's been there forever.
Oh, sorry.
They got the Cotton. What's the name? Cotton.
Oh yeah, Kate Otten.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Oh yeah.
No, you talking about Colston Loveland? The Bears drafted him.
No, I'm talking about the Bucks tight end. No,
The Bucks never have a tight, bro. When's the last time the Bucks had 1,000-yard tight end?
their tight end is pretty. I mean, he ain't got to be 1,000 yard, but they got a
had
pretty good tight end
Gronk.
compared to us. The Giants tight end, I don't even know him.
You forget we had Gronk for a couple years.
Right.
Man, that dude, he didn't have 1,000 yards with it, bro. He was washed
He
up.
didn't need him.
He
He was
crazy.
one. The Bucks don't have like a Jeremy Shockey, Mark Bavaro.
Jeremy Shockey was overrated.
We don't need one.
Okay.
He didn't last long anyway in the league.
Y'all act like the Giants and the Bucks got Super Bowl or something, bro. They all right.
Bro.
The Bucks is better than us right now.
Giants and Bucks shouldn't be in the same sentence. I'm
They're
sorry.
better than us right now.
No offense. But Kate Otten had 60 catches last year.
Yeah, he had a couple touchdowns last year.
Yeah, like 4.
Bro, what y'all know about? Y'all act like y'all know fantasy football, bro. I know
Oh
fantasy
my
football.
god,
bro.
I played fantasy football for like 20 years already.
Coach, would you tell Tromburrow who the man is in fantasy football, bro?
Bro, you know who had the most touchdowns in the NFL last year in the last 5 games of the season?
Who was that?
Jalen McMillan on the Bucks.
For the
Wow.
Bucks, yeah.
Hey,
He had
Yeah.
7 touchdowns in the last 5 games when Godwin and Mike Evans was out.
right.
But
Yeah.
Jalen McMillan is good, bro. He's the best number 4 receiver in the league.
I think I'm gonna wash y'all up in this fantasy football season,
Nah.
just so that we can talk trash.
Oh
I'm-
man.
I'm be getting Bucky Irvin.
Coach, you want to do the draft here live on Echoes and Essence?
Hell yeah, we can do it.
We don't want to invite Tromburrow though, because we don't want to wash him up and then he be bitter at us. Like
You crazy.
Uncle Freezy took Malik.
Nope.
Neighbors.
I will use like some mediocre quarterback and still win.
That's me.
I-
I don't draft quarterbacks, bro.
No?
Nope. I load up on receivers and run. I load up on receivers and the positions that are hard to fill,
Yeah.
like because of bye weeks and matchups.
Mhm.
I load up on all of them. I legit have Bucky Irvin on my bench for like 2 weeks, and people be mad sending me trade offers. Like, but you
Right.
just gonna sit on your bench? Exactly.
Yeah, the running backs you need.
Yeah.
I try to draft like at least 5 running backs every season.
Yeah.
You know.
And I'll even get beat in a trade in order to get like I'll take a beating in a trade just to get somebody like CD Lamb for
Mhm.
him to be my 4th receiver.
Right.
They'd be like, man, you gonna give up Pat Mahomes and so yep.
Oh man.
Yep,
I got Pat Mahomes this year.
Yeah, I'll take a beating in there because when it comes to like I feel like I can take a quarterback like Jameis Winston always to the Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah, but he got to play though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he play,
So you have a starting quarterback and one for the bench?
well, I'm saying
Yes.
depending on the matchups. Like
Mm.
I know the Giants are gonna be trash, and I know they're gonna be behind in a lot of games. So I'm not looking for Dan Marino. I'm looking for a dude that's gonna throw the football the most.
What quarterback is it going to be? Is it going to be Jameis or Russell or Jackson Dort?
If y'all start Jackson Dart, y'all tanking.
If we start Russell Wilson, then what?
If y'all start Russell Wilson, no giant player be worth drafting. Not even.
So you really believe that they could win with Jameis Winston?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't
think
see
so.
it. He hasn't won on no team he's been on.
He hasn't been given the keys since he left the Bucks.
And look at the teams he's been on. Remember, he was drafted number 1 to the Bucks, right?
Mhm.
That lets you know how good they were when he got there, right? And no disrespect to the Bucks, but in order for you to draft number 1 and you earned that, you earned it. That means you were trash, right?
Right.
And then and so all the other places that he went around and bounced around to, you got to kind of look at this. It's like Josh Hart with the Knicks.
Mhm.
You gotta look at the situation he went to.
Right.
Every situation he went to, it was terrible. And then when he went to a winner, he looked different. So,
But he's basically starting. He's basically a bench player that's starting for us, though.
I'm saying, no. What I'm saying is, it's the same thing with Baker Mayfield. Like Baker Mayfield should legit still be the starting quarterback in Cleveland.
Right.
But when you go to a bad situation, bro.
So you think this is a good situation for Jameis?
No, what I'm saying is if you give him a shot, like James, the balls Jameis throw are gonna get caught by somebody. Somebody is gonna catch Jameis Winston passes, bro.
Yeah.
Whether it's his team or it's the other team, somebody gonna catch it. But he's gonna keep throwing, right? He's gonna keep passing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's what you want. Like you want a Ryan Fitzpatrick type quarterback.
Bro,
As opposed
Jameis Winston has thrown over 5,000 yards in a season.
I know this.
You don't just do that like if you trash. I'm
Right.
sorry. I don't care how good your offense is. Like the Bucks were 7-9 that year. We weren't that good.
And he had 32 touchdowns that year, right?
Yeah, 33, but he had 30 picks.
He had 30 picks. That's the part I was gonna say. Yeah.
But he was a 61% passer. You know,
Yeah.
He was a 65% passer the year before that, 64%. He's
Yeah.
not a bad act. And really, that year he threw the ball 626 times.
Wow. In a 16-game schedule.
Yeah. His rookie year, though, he had 22 touchdowns and 15 interceptions and 4,000 yards passing. His rookie year.
Yeah.
His second year, he threw over 4,000 again. And he had 28 touchdowns, 18 picks.
Bro, he's not a bad quarterback, bro. You're just on bad teams, bro.
Like, he has, even with that crazy season he had, he still has 43 more touchdowns than he does interceptions.
Yeah.
And the games, I think New Orleans did him dirty.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like, the games he played in New Orleans, they won.
Yeah.
He was like 5-2 for them that year he played.
Yeah.
He had like 14 interceptions and only 3 picks. That was the last time Jameis Winston played significant time.
Right.
He started 7 times. And in those 7 games he started for New Orleans, he was 5-2 for 1,200 yards, 14 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. So and bro, his touchdown percentage was 8.7. That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That means he had a touchdown every 8.7 passes.
So we got a chance to win with Jameis, is what you're saying.
I mean, I don't know how crazy. I mean, he's got to have a decent. I mean,
if you get him one receiver, he can throw for 4,000 yards.
And the line protects him a little bit.
He throwing for 4,000 yards.
Right. With Neighbors will have a great season then.
I mean, he's still only 30 years old.
Right.
bro. And think about how old he and Marcus Mariota look, and they're 30.
Right.
These dudes are 30 years old, bro.
Yeah. Mariota look older than him.
No,
Like I
but
saw Marcus
seriously,
Mariota in Atlanta, and I was like, oh, look,
Jameis Winston, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over the last 5 seasons, he's only played 17 games.
Wow. As a starter?
Yeah,
Wow.
in the last 5 years. So he's only got 5 full seasons under his belt. So he doesn't have mileage on him. Like
Nah.
to me, I don't know, man.
You know who else had a career like that?
Mhm.
Like y'all remember Trent Green?
Yeah.
Used to be in the NFL all this long
The
time.
Chiefs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, before he got to the Chiefs.
Oh. But he was with the Rams, I think, right?
No, before he got to the Rams. Like he was just a random guy.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever. What's the name? Had the same path. The quarterback that used to be the quarterback of the Raiders.
Gannon.
Yeah, just a random. They was
Yeah.
like, when in his 30s, they was talking about making him play safety.
What?
You remember that?
Oh, man.
It was like, yo, Rich can't. No, man, we gonna go be the safety.
He
That's
was actually
crazy.
athletic coming out of. He can run.
Yeah,
Like John Gruden actually, like when he was at where wasn't he on the Chiefs or someone before?
Gannon.
Raiders? Yeah, he was with someone else before the Raiders.
Yeah,
Who was he with? Now I'm curious.
But they got the toughest schedule in the league. I don't know if Jamie's gonna hold up for the whole season.
Yeah, he was with the Chiefs before he went to.
yeah.
Yeah,
As a
and
backup, right?
yeah, he wasn't because. Oh yeah, because he was a starter at Minnesota
Yep.
for like 3 years,
And was trash.
and then he got injured. He hurt his shoulder and missed like a season.
Yeah.
And then at 30, he went to Kansas City, was a backup for pretty much for 3 years.
Yeah.
Then in 98, he had a little bit of a resurgence,
Right.
but he never threw for more than 2,300 yards up to the age of 33.
Yeah.
Then he went to John Gruden at age 34 and threw for 3,800 yards. They were 12-4, 10-6.
Yeah.
And the year they went to the Super Bowl, they're 11-5, and he had like 4,700 yards passing.
Yeah, because that's when they got that kid Jerry Porter. Remember Jerry Porter?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
but he was 37 years old that season.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying with Jameis. Like Jameis, his career is not really. No, look at Geno
But
Smith.
I think but see, like a player like him, like once you fall out of starting, I think it sticks with you in the league. So all the coaches look at him now as a backup.
Right.
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
new kids are coming in the league every year.
Right.
what if the Bucks had that mentality with Baker Mayfield?
That's true.
That happened to Baker Mayfield too, and look what happened
Right.
to him.
He found a
almost-
good situation though. I think the team was already, they were like a winning team after Brady left. And Baker happened to fall in there and he showed like he's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, it happened to Steve Young.
Right. That's right, true.
Doug
After Montana
Williams.
left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Come on. When Steve Young was in Tampa.
Oh, when you're in Tampa, okay.
Yeah, when Steve Young was in Tampa, scrambling, they was like, throw the ball, and he'll hold the ball forever, waiting for dudes to get open and all that. Yeah.
Right.
But coach is standing for Jameis because he went to Florida State, bro.
Yeah, he was good there. I watched the college games when he played with the Seminoles.
Florida State is so overrated, bro.
Hey,
It's not like they Penn State or Miami or Notre
Lord.
Dame or Oklahoma
bro,
or
come
something.
on.
Or Florida.
I'm not an advocate for I'm not a big FSU. I like the Gators more than FSU.
Mm.
But as far as the run that Bobby Bowden had, bro. Oh, you can't,
It was all right.
bro. If they didn't happen to go against, like, you're talking about some of the goated teams ever during those years, but there has not been a team that had 14 straight consecutive top 5 finishes in the AP poll in that era. Bro, think about that.
They was all right, bro. They was probably like, I mean, they wasn't the University of Miami or nothing, but they was all right.
Miami didn't do that.
Miami got championships though. All or
So did
nothing.
You go
FSU.
off for the legacy.
FSU got what? 2 championships?
FSU won 93 and 99.
They should have won in 2001. Remember that? Remember the?
Yeah,
they,
they should have won that.
they should have won in 2001. But
FSU played Miami every year.
yeah.
Plays the Gators every year.
No, they remember Florida wouldn't play them. Remember Florida had just put Florida State on the schedule in what 94 or something. Was it like 94? They started putting.
No, Florida's been playing Florida State forever.
Nah, it was
Yeah.
one of the schools.
No,
Either
you're thinking of Florida and Miami.
Oh, Florida and Miami. Okay.
Yeah, Florida and Miami didn't play each other until later. But FSU was the only one that played both of them every time.
All right, real quick, Coach. Before I get out of here, I want to ask you this, just real quick: the most exciting college football player you've ever seen. Like when he touches the football, you think it's a touchdown every time he touches it.
Wow.
I used to feel that way about Michael Vick. But
Right.
in the middle of halfway through the game of that national championship, when Vince Young on Texas,
Yeah.
Mhm.
that performance in that game that Vince Young had, there was a time where towards the end when he scored that touchdown to put him ahead, I was like, this is the best college football player I've ever seen.
Mhm.
Yeah. But
Well- Like, bro,
even though Reggie Bush was on the field.
that's
He was good too.
why. Because
Yeah.
he was beating him and that team
Reggie Bush,
single-handedly.
man.
Bro, think about it. I mean, he wasn't playing defense against them,
No.
but
No.
name another guy on that Texas team.
On offense or total?
Anywhere.
Michael Huff, the safety.
Yeah.
Michael Huff was
Yeah.
the defensive end. I forgot the defensive end name.
Arakpo.
Brian Arakpo. You remember him, bro?
Yeah.
Wasn't the record for?
Remember him?
Man.
I mean, I'm not sleeping on them, but I'm just saying, but they weren't at the time. Matt Leinart, Reggie Bush, Lendale, that team was supposed to be one of the super teams.
Yeah.
And Vince Young was like just doing things that was crazy. Cause it wasn't just him running, but he was throwing dimes.
The tight end, number 16, the tight
Yeah,
end.
he was good. David something.
Yeah.
David Thomas.
Yeah, they both wound up going to Tennessee the same year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another court. That's another guy that got done dirty in the pros.
Oh, Vince Young?
Yeah.
Man, can you imagine him in a read option right now?
Right?
Ooh-wee.
Oh my God, bro. Can you imagine Dante Culpepper in a read option? Man, right now?
Yeah.
Dante would throw for 6,000 yards.
Imagine Randall Cunningham doing
Oh,
read option.
Scrambler.
Oh my God.
Oh, goodness, bro.
But if Randall Cunningham played today, he'd be like Michael Jordan of NFL.
Yeah.
Like the way the
Whoever
offense
had
is.
Randall would win 7 straight Super Bowls.
Yeah. Because the dude could throw it a country mile. And he was like Randy Moss with the ball in his hand.
Yeah. 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 I ain't gonna. One of the most special running backs. Just I don't know why I always do this to myself. Say I'm gonna leave and then I start talking. But one of the most special running backs. Well, the cat from San Diego State. They used to play at night.
Marshall Faulk.
Yeah, bro,
Mm.
Marshall Faulk, bro. You
Bro,
remember
Marshall Faulk
by
is.
San Diego State?
Yep.
Bro, come on, man.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm guilty of this myself. When we all have these running back conversations in the pros, that dude. I mean, I don't think he gets slept on, but I think he gets slept on a lot.
I think he's definitely a top 50 NFL back of all time, bro.
Bro, you're talking about a dude. He's a 13,000 yard rusher all time and almost a 7,000 yard receiver.
Mhm.
He's had 700. He had 1,000 and 1,000.
Yep. Him and Roger Craig were the only ones to do it, right?
He had 87 catches that year.
Wow.
He had 80 catches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years in a row,
Yeah.
and rushed for over 1,000 yards and all them. And
It was good.
you want to know something? 2 of those years, he had 1359, was in 14 games. And when he had 1382, that in 2001, it was in 14 games.
Coach,
So
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I think Marshall Faulk is better than Barry Sanders. And I know that's an unpopular take.
Mm.
I don't know about that, but
I think Edgerrin James is better than Barry Sanders.
Wow.
And I know that's the unpopular.
Which version? The one in the Colts or with the Cardinals?
No, I'm talking prime Edgerrin James
Oh, okay.
is better than prime Barry Sanders, in my opinion.
Mm.
Right? Because there was a year Barry Sanders ran for 2,000 yards.
Mhm.
But then I also think if you take Barry's best year rushing, 2,000 yards, I still don't think he has the same amount or more yards than Edgerrin James had in Edgerrin James's peak year. I think Edgerrin James one year was like 1,500 yards and like 800 yards receiving and like five receiving touchdowns or some crazy number.
Right.
bro, I just can't.
I don't know.
You got to do yourself a favor, and every once in a while, when you start sleeping on Barry Sanders, you got to pull up Pro Football Reference and look at his career, bro. That is just ridiculous. Dude, those Russian totals, I mean, and to see his last year say 30, age 30 on it,
Yeah.
Crazy.
and
Coach.
still be number 3 all time in rushing.
Okay, I feel you, Coach, but Edgerrin James had a year where he rushed for 1,700 yards and 13 touchdowns, right? He also had 594 receiving yards and 5 receiving touchdowns.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sleeping on that.
I don't know. It's something about Florida running backs that we hate. But I'm going to just say this, bro. If you want a running back, get him out of the state of Florida, bro. Right? And I'm talking about Fred Taylor, Emmitt Smith, Edgerrin James, whoever it is. Like Warwick Dunn. Well, or Warwick Dunn's from New Orleans, but
How did Edgerrin James disappear so fast?
bro, workload. They worked.
He got injured too.
Look at his workload. I'm looking at his Football Reference right now. When you look at his workload, bro, touches.
Mhm.
Man, this dude, I'm surprised he lasted. I'm surprised he made it to his age 30 season, bro.
Right.
Rushing attempts, 369, 387. The year he tore his ACL, 151, then 277, 310, 334, 360, 337, 324. Yeah, workload, bro. Those are just rushing attempts, everybody.
Right.
That's not him picking up the blitz. That's not him catching passes.
Bro, look at Eric Dickerson's first 4 years.
Awesome. He should be the GOAT, right?
Yeah.
He got overworked, bro, too.
Yeah.
They all did back then.
Yeah.
But
Now,
actually,
now they have like the combo backs.
Yeah.
You know.
imagine Marcus Allen in today's NFL.
Mm.
Bro, talk about someone that was done dirty. Bro, Marcus Allen was done the dirtiest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he couldn't even get out of his contract either. You know, like as soon as free agency, as soon as the NFL adopted free agency, he signed
Right.
Excuse me.
right. Like legit, Marcus Allen could have signed anywhere, but he wanted to stick it to the Raiders. He signed with the Chiefs. That's what he said. Those are his words. Like, I just want to stick it to Al Davis. So, but yeah, man, Coach, you got to give me this on Barry Sanders is not the GOAT, bro. We gotta,
Dude, it's hard not to. Nah,
if you just go by numbers, is Emmett, right? If you go by versatility, it's LaDainian Tomlinson, Marshall Faulk, Edgerrin James.
Mhm.
Right? If you just go by, I need these 2 yards, rain, sleet, or snow, you got to go Walter Payton.
Mhm.
I watched it with my own eyes. Your
Right.
running back has to get 2 yards, 11 people in the box, poor footing, your season on the line. You got to give it to Walter Payton. You're not giving it to anybody else in NFL history, bro.
but if you, I
Jerome
need
Bettis?
to. Jerome Bettis is
Yeah.
close.
Where does he rank?
Who's Bettis?
Yeah,
Just needing a yard or two.
that was him.
Nah, I seen Jerome Bettis. Man, Jerome Bettis, man. Nah. I like Jerome Bettis. I'm not diminishing his career. Now, mind you, we just talked about Barry Sanders and Walter Payton.
Right.
I don't think Jerome Bettis is in that.
Terrell Davis?
Nah, he ain't in that.
No?
He
Earl
a
Davis
system
is
back, bro. He a system back.
Thurman Thomas is better than Daryl Davis.
Yeah, Thurman Thomas has to be in that
Bro,
category.
Thurman Thomas. There was about a 7 or 8 year, maybe 6 or 7 year stretch. Thurman Thomas was the best running back.
Yeah.
He was up there.
From about 88 to about
The 4 Super Bowl losses in a row them years.
That's crazy.
yeah.
Like that dude was. I'm talking about that. Imagine me a fan of the Bills them years and to see all the talent.
Coach, he only carried the football 300 times twice in his career. He's 207, 298, 271, 288, 312, 355, 287, 267, 281. Yeah.
Now, you want to talk about if I went in the lab and made me a couple running backs? Give me Adrian Peterson and Fred Taylor.
Mm.
I mean, and Bo Jackson. You put them guys; those are the guys you're making the lab.
You talking about like the tall, the extra tall running backs, the 6'3" running backs, 6'2" running backs?
Yeah, like
Fred
the ones
Taylor,
they look
Eric
like
Dickinson, Adrian
they
Peterson.
should be maybe a linebacker, but
Yeah,
like running the ball,
bro.
but are still the second fastest guy in the team.
Eddie George. You remember Eddie George?
Yeah.
That dude, Steven Jackson, when he was really rolling,
Mhm.
And Jackson,
the Predator,
Rams.
bro. You want to talk about, bro? That dude was like 240. That dude was jacked.
Yeah.
He was what Brandon Jacobs wish he could be. You remember Brandon
Yeah.
Jacobs?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Jacobs got a ring though.
Around his eye, bro.
Oh man.
Yeah, man, yeah, Brandon. I promise I'm gonna say this, and I'm really gonna get out of here. The one running back I thought was gonna be the next Walter Payton, and he wound up having like the knee injuries and stuff. Bro, I thought Cadillac Williams was gonna be the greatest running back of all time, bro. Yeah, I remember the running back out of Auburn, him and Ronnie Brown.
Yeah,
Like, well, that
I
it sound
sure do.
familiar.
Yeah, I remember that. Cadillac was bad. He was bad in college, man.
Bro,
He was a bad man.
we went to we was at Billy Bryce, and the Auburn fans had them fake spinners every time it's time for my man the Cadillac to run, they'll do their little fake spinning
Understand?
for the Cadillac. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Coach, what about Ricky Williams? Where's Ricky Williams for you?
Ooh.
Bro, he's another dude that was done dirty.
Run, Ricky, run. Yeah, they did him dirty, bro. They did it, man. They
I'm
did
waiting
that,
for
man.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
Corey Dillon, it's another sleep.
Mhm.
Yeah, he went to Washington, right? University of Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go, guys. My buddy,
right.
I got invited to the.
I'm out. I'm out, yeah. Hey, I'm out of here too, y'all. Hey,
All
we'll
right.
holler
All
at
right,
y'all.
man.
Bet.
Later.